Sorry, let me just set this up. It's a bit weird. Let me just do this. Uh, Give me a second.
One.
Uh, Turn that off. Okay. All right. I think we are live right about now. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. Damn, we're live already. Okay. My PC is acting a bit quickly today for once. Normally
Awesome,
it's
nice.
laggy. So yes, the special that I talked to you about is officially the final episode of the franchise. Toon Hive have confirmed it as My Hero Academia officially coming to an end, with the special being the final anime installment of the franchise. I think they did this because they wanted to match the day My Hero Academia first came out in 2016 to this year, 2026, to be 10 years. So I think maybe that's why they did that.
Well, I feel personally misled because on Crunchyroll it said episode one, and I thought we were going to get some sort of short series.
No,
But
no,
now you're
no.
telling me it's over?
Yeah, it
It's
was.
actually over,
It's
over?
just a special. So this one was like a one-shot manga by Horikoshi that he wrote. I think it's probably like the only one. Let me just have a quick look at the Ultra Aged Data book. So it's a bonus chapter. It's chapter 431.5. And this chapter takes place after the final chapter. So it's basically like a special for the Ultimate Age fan book. So I'm guessing it was a way to promote this fan book. And this fan book is a data book covering the entire series. What does this even mean? I'm curious now. Let me have a look at this. Oh, I'm guessing it's just like a tribute book, and I think in order to promote it, they needed like a chapter so that fans can buy it. That is the gist of what I'm getting at. So that's why we have this special OVA, because they want to adapt everything, and this was the final thing. So what did you think of it?
Well, at the start of it, when I saw, episode one in my head, this will be the first of like a few episodes for this short series. So I just jumped into it, expecting more, like next week or something, or
No.
next month. I know,
Yeah.
but so going in mind, I'm like, okay, cool. This time we get to see Eri. This is probably like an Eri specific episode. And like, oh, cool, this is awesome. And then we get to see the teachers or whatnot, how different they look. And then we see All Might and how old he looks.
Yeah.
Damn, he's
Damn.
aged
Bro's aged a
horrendously.
lot. I don't know if it's the power of the One for All, or maybe the damage on his torso from the All Might battle that he got. But regardless, he
Yes.
is looking rough.
So because normally like these slice of life episodes, right? I'm not the biggest fan of them, opposed to you, because I think you're like a huge fan of these like centric episodes where it's like everything's chill. It's just like getting to know the characters a bit more, whatnot. So I kind of gave this a pass, thinking, hey, this is just episode one. It's okay if it's focusing on Eri. It's okay. And now you're telling, it's. I'm sad. I'm sad again. But I'm glad to see a brief cameo of Deku and that whole thing with his name being popular again,
He's now
and
number
he's in the
4.
top 10
He
list.
shot up to 4. Damn.
Yeah.
That was a bit surprising. I'm like, wow, this is cool info. I'm happy for Deku. Because I thought once he lost the power that he'd just be forgotten. But I'm glad that he's remembered, you know. That's a good thing. Oh dear, am I disconnected? Uh-oh. Hello, did you hear me?
No, no, I did not hear
Something
you.
happened.
But
It just
funnily enough, the
disconnected.
stream picked that up, what you were saying, just not Discord.
Interesting. That was weird. That was very weird. Who knows? Regardless, what were you saying after I was talking?
That I wanted more of Deku essentially.
More Deku.
Yeah, like post Iron Man, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, that would be cool, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really mind it just ending like this, you know. Um, I don't know if we need
What a song.
more of this story. I feel like everything is already done. It'd just be like a Boruto case where it's like they're in peace and then maybe a terribly written villain comes in and then kind of ruins the vibe of the overall story.
That is true. Yeah, they played it safe here.
Yeah. I think it was like a
Not
nice
quite.
little epilogue, you know, like a nice little
Yeah,
bit at the end, you know, to wrap it
they
all up.
just animated exactly what was needed to be
Yeah.
animated. Nothing more, nothing less.
Hmm.
Just yeah, the right amount. So
The
that's
right
fine.
amount. Yeah. But yeah, that was just it's just Eri a little bit older singing the Jiro song Hero 2. I got so much nostalgia from 2020 hearing that song because that's when that episode came out.
When I woke up, right, this is the first thing I watched. It was only halfway through the song I realized she's singing it in English. I was
Yeah.
like, ah, crap.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, cool episode. Yeah. Don't have much more to say. It's just My Hero Academia is over.
It's Jova.
So what do you think of the series overall now that it is officially come to an end? Will you ever go back and rewatch
What?
it?
Um, maybe. Never say never. My Hero had some like very peak moments, right? Like some of the best out of the best. Best of the best. So yeah, I mean, I might do at some point. But at the moment, it's just so much to watch.
Yeah, I don't have any plans on rewatching this show, if I'm being honest.
Not even in the future, like 10 years, 20
No, I
years.
feel like I've just gotten everything I needed. Like around the time season 6 and 7 were out, I was thinking of rewatching it, but now that I know how it ends, I'm like, you know what? I don't need to go back and rewatch it, you know? Like, I feel like I'm fine with it. I'm not saying that My Hero Academia is bad. I think it's one of the better shonen series. It's just that I think for me to go back and rewatch something, the ending has to be a little bit more like, whoa, you know, for me to be like, let me go back and rewatch this. Like, let's say Attack on Titan, like that ending was very like dramatic and dark, you know,
Hmm.
and it kind of made me, you know, like even now I'm thinking of rewatching that series, and I wouldn't mind going back and rewatching it just to see all the other clues and foreshadowings. But My Hero Academia is a pretty straight series. It's pretty much what you see is what you get, you know. And I feel
Yeah.
like I've pretty much gotten everything I needed, you know. It's just like, yeah, I think I'm cool with this show. And yeah, I don't need to see it again. I already rewatched this show like hundreds of times, like before season 5 came out. I rewatched the first 4 seasons over and over and over again. So going back and rewatching it, I'll be like, oh man, I'm gonna rewatch the first 4 seasons again. Like after seeing it hundreds of times, maybe 5 to 8, I might go back and rewatch. But yeah, that's kind of my stance on
Way,
it.
the way I usually rewatch shows, right? This is pretty sad, and I would admit it is pretty sad. But what I tend to do is watch reactors reacting to
Ah,
it.
yeah,
So at least I'm experiencing it again, but through like a fresh lens to see what they're thinking of it. Mainly for like the peak moments.
yeah. I do that with
For
podcasts. I
example,
listen to people just talk about the show through podcasts. And that's a great way to sort of re-experience the show. I feel like that's more
hmm
fun, if I'm being honest.
it is. It is.
Yeah, just to see how different people react to it. Speaking of reactions, did you hear about the copyright takedowns for Demon Slayer reactors?
Yeah, and I don't know where I stand on it because it's been out for a year now, right?
Yeah,
And like, come on, let people just get their content out of that. But and another thing is, it just came out on Crunchyroll, so you do want people to watch it freshly. So I do understand that perspective. So it's too soon to react to it. Um,
Like even the
yeah,
even like the
it's
big channels, like the massive ones, are getting taken down, which kind of
yeah,
surprised
yeah.
me. I thought they would like get away with it, but no. Like Aniplex and Sony are really strict on this movie. Um,
It's the greatest
yeah,
animated movie of all time, dude.
I think I
It's
have a theory on why it's all being taken down. But you continue. What are you gonna say?
it's the greatest anime movie of all time, and also I did rewatch it in English.
Oh, nice. What did you think of the English
And
dub?
what the one thing I'll say about English dub, it is good. The English dub is good, but I still think the Japanese is better. But you get like a different sort of meaning out of the English because it's in the language you understand.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Japanese, when you're reading the text, you sort of have to like process what the words actually mean. But
Hmm.
with the English, when it's said, you've already understood it immediately when it's said,
Yeah.
and it gives like a deeper meaning.
I feel like that's why I prefer dubs, these days. I just feel like
Yeah.
I'm more immersed into the world more versus like just reading the text on the screen,
Yeah, like it hit me
essentially.
harder watching it in English because I
Yeah.
understood what like clearly what was going on.
I think I prefer Shinobu's dub over the sub, if I'm being honest. I think there was a lot of moments with her that hit
Yeah,
far
I
harder
agree. Yeah,
in dub.
even Akaza and his flashback, like his teacher, I understood that a lot more than I did in Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's why I just sort of preferred watching it in the dub, and that's kind of my sort of thinking with a lot of shows these days. I used to be a sub purist like 9 years ago, like only watch anime in sub, but I don't know what happened. Like during the past 4 years, I've just sort of converted to dub now. It just
Yeah,
like I can't
it's
even
still
get
for me.
yeah.
It's still hard for me to pick because I still prefer the Japanese dubbing.
Oh,
But
that's
it just
fair.
comes down to the information that is being
Yeah.
sent out. Like, am I understanding it better reading the text, or am I understanding it better when it's said in my own language? That's what it's like. It comes down to at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like if the anime has no dub and it's literally airing weekly and it's Japanese only, then I'll just watch the Japanese, of course. But if I had the choice between a completed anime in sub or dub, I'll pick the dub, just because it's just easier to, get it through. Like I can crank more episodes watching it in dub than sub. You know, sometimes when I watch too many
Yes.
sub episodes, I get a little bit tired and fatigued.
Yeah, yeah, I see that.
But yeah, that's sort of my stance on that. I think the reason why all these reactors are getting stricken is because I feel like Aniplex and Sony just want as many people buying tickets as possible. And all these reactors didn't go to the cinema to watch the movie, they waited. So I
Which
think,
is insane,
yeah,
dude. If I was a reactor, there's no way. There's no way I'm waiting a
but man,
year
like,
or whatever.
yeah, I mean, this would have been a big payday for some of these guys. I think some of these big reactors got like nearly 500,000 views. That's almost like a month's salary, for
I
them.
think it's worked out in their favor because if there are people that are desperate to watch it, guess where you'll have to watch it on their Patreon. We have to pay $5 or something or
Yeah,
$10 to watch it.
yeah,
So it could work out in their favor,
it
depending
could.
on how desperate people want to
I
see
mean,
certain reactors.
I'm not. If I'm being honest, I like watching reaction videos, but I'm not that desperate. It depends on what they're reacting to, and because this movie's been out for like over a year now, I feel like I'm a little over it now. Like I feel like the hype's kind of like worn off for me. I'm more looking forward to part two now than
Yeah.
like sort of retreading part one. I've listened to all the reviews on part one, all the podcasts, so I'm a little bit like, yeah, I'm a bit tuckered out now.
For me, it's like whenever I see a clip posted on Twitter,
Yeah,
it just brings me back, dude. It brings me back. It's
yeah,
just the coolest thing I've ever seen.
yeah. It's
Ever.
awesome. Yeah, I can't think of any other anime that is like this in terms of like. Honestly, it's really the animation and the art that's kind of the most impressive. I'm not saying the story is bad, but it is pretty, simple.
It's
It's
simple. It's very simple, dude.
you know,
I will agree with
it's
you
like the
on that.
Demon
It's
Slayers.
so
They
simple.
fall into the castle, they fight demons. The backstory is like, hey, I was a person one time and now I'm a demon. There's no like twists or turns with this series. Like I can't think of a single twist from Demon Slayer that made me go, yo, did not see that coming. Maybe the Nezuko being able to, walk in the sun was the only twisty moment that I remember because
Yeah,
I didn't
agreed.
expect
Yeah.
that. I thought that would be like a finale type of reveal, but they revealed that so early. But apart
I
from yeah,
thought so in that season, I thought Nezuko was going to die because in the opening we see her muzzle on the ground. I'm like, oh, that's strange. Why in that opening like at the end of the opening for that season, Nezuko's muzzle is just on the ground. There's no Nezuko in sight.
yeah,
So I thought, like going into it, oh, she's gonna die. And then no, it's just her like speaking and surviving the sun, without using the muzzle. So it was cool.
yeah, that was all really cool. But yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm starting to see more spoilers on the future of Demon Slayer. I don't know if they're true or not, but I'm like, okay, so I know who's gonna be fighting who. I won't say, but yeah, and that's kind of it. You know,
Yeah, that does suck. Especially coming towards the end of Demon Slayer.
yeah.
You're gonna see a lot more. Like how we're seeing a lot of spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, I guess because I read the manga, I can't. I forgot that they're spoilers. I'm just
Yeah, I
seeing.
think it's just gonna
It's
ramp up.
it's funny because for me, it's like older news. Like all these future spoilers are just old news to me. I'm like, oh yeah, I read that chapter like almost 2 years ago. Yeah. So, guess it's spoilers for you essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will say this: One Piece, I'm surprisingly not spoiled on. I did.
Insane.
I did see one image of Luffy, and a lot of people were making fun of it. And I don't know what the context behind that is, but
Wait, what did it look like?
it was like Luffy. If I say, would I end up spoiling it for you?
I've
I
probably
don't
seen
know.
it, my dude.
So
I
it's
can't lie
like
to you.
it's like a drawing of Luffy in Gear 5 mode, and he's being like, it's like a spear is through him, and he's attached to a tree. I don't
Oh, I
know.
don't think I've seen this, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't think I've seen the image.
yeah,
But that doesn't sound that bad.
yeah. It's like someone threw a spear at Gear 5 Luffy, and he just got, hooked to a tree or something.
Was that in the anime or the manga?
It's like a manga panel. It was like a detailed manga
Manga.
panel.
Interesting. No, I can't say I've seen that.
Yeah. It's sort of giving me the vibe that maybe Luffy is not as powerful in Gear 5 anymore, and maybe he's found an opponent that can, you know, match
Okay,
his,
I see.
you know,
Maybe.
power. That's kind of the vibe I got. But
I
apart
don't
from
get the tree
yeah,
thing.
yeah, I don't know about the tree. It's just weird. It's like he's on a tree, like on an island or something like that. Like I don't want to go back on the image, but from my memory, it's like a tree,
Yeah,
a
don't. Yeah, if
spear.
it's a manga specific,
Yeah,
don't. Yeah,
I don't know what
stop.
that's about. I thought it was the tree on the Zou place. You know that tree on Zunishiwa?
Yeah.
It looked
Yeah.
like that, but it's a lot smaller. So I'm kind of curious now. I'm like, what's going on with One Piece? And then there's the Shank stuff with his long hair. I don't know what that's all about. Like, there's a
And
long
his nice clothes.
and nice clothes. I think I have a theory on that because I think I did see something. Should I tell you what it is or just keep it to
Yeah,
myself?
go for it. Yeah, go
It's
for
like,
it.
is
What's the
he like
theory?
royalty or something like that? Like, could he be
Well,
related
if you
to
remember,
like
if you
the
remember, he was. This is in the anime. He
yeah
did visit the five elders at one
Alvaldez?
point.
Yeah, I
He
think
did.
you know what I don't know if it was in the episode, but Could he be like related to one of them, like a grandson of one of them, or a descendant?
All I will say is that we've not seen a single pirate visit the Five Elders directly and that, close.
And it would, if that's the case, it does make sense now because I remember at the end of the Marineford arc, Shanks turned up, and then the main generals were like, "Oh my gosh, Shanks is here. Let's call it a day. Let's go." Like, so I'm like, ever since then, I was like, why are people so afraid of Shanks? Like, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm now getting the vibe
He
of,
has
oh,
authority, I'm assuming, yeah.
yeah, he's probably got some sort of higher authority, which
Yeah,
does
yeah.
make sense now. Probably explains
He
why
could be
he
part
was.
of the. He could be like an undercover pirate, like the dinosaur guy.
Oh, that'd be crazy if he was like a marine.
That's my theory.
I don't think
I
that's
don't know.
Shanks though. I don't think so. Shanks does not give me the
Because
vibe
he is a
of.
goody. He is a goody two shoes pirate.
Yeah.
Like out of all the other Yonko, like
Hmm.
he's nothing like Blackbeard. He wasn't anything like a Whitebeard
Yeah.
or Kaido or even a Shishibukai, like Crocodile and like Shanks is so different and nicer
Yeah.
compared. But then again, he did kill Kid, to be honest with you. So
Yeah.
there is that. So now I don't know anymore.
But I feel like Luffy's gonna have to fight him one day, because he's gonna, fight all the emperors of the sea, and then
Well, yeah,
eventually
this
it'll be
makes more sense
Shanks.
now, knowing that Shanks is what a marine, what it seems like.
Yeah.
It would make sense that Luffy would have to fight him because maybe Shanks is trying to keep the treasure for himself and the marines or whatever,
Possibly. I
knowing
was.
that it is a weapon or some sort because of Egghead.
Yeah, that's all very interesting stuff. We just gotta wait and see what that's all gonna be about. In other anime news, something kind of crazy happened. Let me see if I can find it. Can I not find it? Let me scroll down a little bit. Oh, here it is. So, a 32-year-old woman in Japan was arrested for repeatedly placing and cancelling over 4.3 billion yen in One Piece, Naruto, and other Shonen Jump merchandise orders. She told police, "I like anime in general, and placing the orders satisfied my desires."
You could get arrested for that. That's crazy.
Yeah, they don't play in Japan. They are very
How
strict.
much? What's the conversion rate into pounds? What is 4.3 billion? I'm gonna guess. I think it's like 100 grand, 100k, 200k. That's a
According,
lot of.
it's 20,000. No, is it
Oh,
20,000? Yeah, it's like 21,97,100. So that's 20,000. Wait, or is that 20 million? This is weird.
okay. Let me get it up.
G
4.3.
GBD. Now it's saying, oh no, that's no yen. I need to put yen. That's why.
It's 20 million.
Yeah, 20 million.
Oh my god.
Golly.
Oh my, oh my god. I was way off.
Yeah, even me. I read that as
I
20,000.
was way off, my dude. Okay, yeah, prison time. I'm sorry, dude. Yo, that's crazy still. That's crazy. Oh
Damn,
my god.
that is insane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her. Like, she lives in what, anime haven?
Pretty
You
much.
know, like you see all that merchandise, she can't afford it, and then she just to satisfy her needs is just placing order on it and then cancelling it. But that's an effect. That what? How is she? She must have been cancelling it on the day of the shipping, I'm guessing, or the
Yeah.
delivery.
Maybe as
But
it's been
like,
shipped, she presses cancel, gets a refund, and then
yeah, that's
that's
insane.
that is actually crazy. That's madness. But yeah, crazy stuff happening in Japan. Um, Other crazy stuff. Bleach fans are mad.
Oh no.
Apparently, that they've added some effects in the new episode compared to the cinema version. Um, I'll just show you like a scene. It's not a spoiler. Um,
Okay.
okay, so it's this one right here. It's this scene of this character. So on the one on the left is what was shown in the cinemas, and the one on the right is what will be shown this Saturday in episode 3.
What happened? Did somebody just like smudge the screen or
It's
something?
like
Why does it
a,
look
it's
that
like
way?
an, so this orange stuff is like an aura effect. So it's meant to be animating, but in the cinema version, that aura was so subtle, so that we can see her face. But for some odd reason, they decided to like ramp up the aura animation around her.
So it's like it's so subtle in the first image that it felt like a sun was like shining on her
Yeah, a
face, I
little bit.
guess.
It's kind of like that. Yeah,
Okay. And then in the second image, it's like just full blown. Okay, here it is, you greedy F. So like,
yeah,
here, just take it, just
yeah.
take it. Okay.
I mean, a lot of fans have been complaining about these like added special effects in Bleach: The Thousand Year Blood War arc for a while. But honestly, I don't think it's that bad because this sequence is like barely 2 seconds long. It's so quick and it's animating as well, so it just feels like a nitpick by some of these Bleach haters.
Is that episode out?
It's coming up
Um.
today. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, because if you haven't even seen it in its like entirety, you can't really like compare it right now. It's too
Yeah.
soon.
It's pretty dumb. But yeah, that is a Bleach controversy right there. In other news, well, for me, I've been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3, and it is surprisingly good. Like, surprisingly
Damn,
good.
they've okay. You do like a full 180 on JoJo's because you're hooked. It sounds like
Yeah.
they've got you.
JoJo oh, I don't want to show scenes in case I spoil it, but yeah, it's actually not bad. It's not like the best anime, but it's way better than like the earlier parts because I was not liking those parts. But part 3 is actually not bad, not bad at all. It
Who
kind
is
of
the main character in
so
part three?
each
Sorry.
part they kind of change their characters. So it's JoJo, it's Joseph in the first part. The second part it's his grandson in part 2, and then in part 3 it's the grandson of the grandson, essentially. So they're basically
Do we have
going.
an image? Because I think I know what they
Okay,
look like, but I
JoJo.
don't know what part they're in.
So this guy here is the first
That's part
JoJo.
one.
That's Joseph.
Yeah, yeah.
And in part 2, it's what the fuck was his name? No, sorry. This one is Jonathan. I'm getting them mixed up. This is Jonathan in part 1, and part 2 is
Okay.
Joseph. This is the grandson of Jojo. Well, Joseph.
Okay.
And in part 3, it is where is he? There he is. This guy right there. This is the grandson of the grandson. This is I keep calling him Jojo, and I don't remember his official name, but that's him because they all call themselves Jojo as like a nickname.
He is the most popular one by far. He's the
Yeah.
one I keep seeing people like dress up in cosplay and reference to. So that makes kind of sense that
Plus, he's voiced by
you're liking
Levi
this one
Ackerman,
more.
so that also helps.
Right.
Yeah, but I haven't seen the other parts. I know the sixth part is the Lady Jojo. I don't know her name, and she's also
Yeah.
quite popular as well. And then part 7 we have the punk. I forgot his name, but that guy that I didn't like. That Jojo. But yeah, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty interesting. It's given
Is
like,
it funny?
oh yeah, there are a lot of meme moments in this.
Are you watching it in English dub?
Yeah, I kind of have
Okay,
to.
okay.
Like, I
Yeah, fair
tried
enough.
watching
Yeah.
it in sub, and I couldn't continue it. I was like, my mind was wandering as I was watching it in sub, and I had to just hear it in English. It's pretty good, but I think you might prefer it in Japanese. Because there are some episodes where, even though some of these characters are Japanese, they are speaking to. It's kind of funny because no, some of these guys are English from Britain and they're speaking in Japanese and they're going to Japan being like, "Do you speak English?" while talking Japanese, which is kind of
That's funny.
that's kind of the sub issue. Whereas in the dub, everyone's speaking English and it kind of works out better because you can kind of imagine like a someone from Japan speaking in English, but I can't imagine
Yeah,
anyone
yeah,
from England speaking Japanese like so
yeah, yeah. That
casually.
makes sense. Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
that's
That
that.
is an issue. So they didn't bother saying, "Do you speak English?" or anything like that. They
I
just
don't
say
know
it in
because I
Japanese.
only watched part one in Japanese, so I'm not too sure about the other parts. But
Okay.
from what
All
I
right.
remember, everyone's speaking Japanese in Britain in the 1800s,
Okay.
which is funny.
Yeah, that is immersion breaking. To be fair.
A
Yeah.
little bit. But yeah, I've been watching that. What other anime? Oh, maybe we'll just talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I've watched that as well. So I
Awesome.
will.
I've watched 5 episodes of Beyblade as well.
Nice. I think I've watched 4 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! So let me get my notes. Where are my notes? Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1. Okay. So season 2 episode 13. The Yu-Gi-Oh fight was cool. The dark magician design that the Magic Man Arcana used looked like a 1970s Scooby-Doo monster. Yugi using a dark magician, but instead of it being a male, it was a female was cool. Can you change the gender of a Yu-Gi-Oh card at any time? Am I too woke for this show? Yugi and Arcane kept saying Dark Magician Girl. Why are the male Dark Magicians just called Dark Magician, but the one female Dark Magician has to be called Dark Magician Girl, unlike the male magicians? It reminded me of how a villain in the Bleach anime calls Orihime a woman, but Ichigo a boy, but they are the same age. Weird. Anyway, Marek telling his goal felt good to watch. So bro just wants to be the ruler and get Yami's powers? What did he mean that Yami hasn't unlocked all of his powers? Does that mean Yami could be even more powerful if he goes to Egypt and uncovers his memories that are long forgotten? Marek feels like a more sinister villain than Pegapis. Marek has really cool hair, but I
Did you
feared
just say
that...
take a piss?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
In comparison, I much prefer Marek over him.
Fair enough. Yeah, I do as well. Yugi
But
boy.
Yugi boy. But I feared now that we have more. But I fear that now that we know more about who Marek is and his goal, that mysterious presence that he once had is now gone. The best villains in stories are the ones we don't know or see, like the shark in Jaws. The fear of the unknown is crazy. Episode 14. I love how Taya confirmed that Tristan was flirting with Serenity. I thought it was just me, but no, they are confirming this new potential ship. The little kid who stole Joey's dual disc sounds like a baby Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. But then I also hear a bit of Timothy from Timothy Goes to School inside of that voice. The blue-haired weasel guy is starting to sound like Frieza. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Did they change the voice actor, or is the voice actor starting to age out of the role? I really like the Panther Warrior. Coolest Yu-Gi-Oh card spirit since the blue-eyed white dragon. Panther managed to defect Panther managed to defeat Blue Boy's card in one swing. Every time Blue-haired boy Weevil speaks, he gives me Red Pill vibes for some reason. Weevil's...
Red pill.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Weevil's Cocoon's Yu-Gi-Oh! Spirit card thing as 0 attack points. So the Cocoon Yu-Gi-Oh! Spirit card has 0 attack points. Is this the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Spirit with 0 attack and all defense? That's really interesting. I wonder if it's better to have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card with all of the points focused onto one attack or defense. That way they can focus on one instead of the other, putting too much energy into both attacks and defense. This episode was actually good. To my surprise, I wasn't bored watching the battle. Maybe because the first half was slice of life and the second half, it was all battle. Episode 15. Who is that little kid at the hospital? His name is Kenta? Are Yu-Gi-Oh! And Beyblade the Metal series the only animes with the name Kenta in them? The bonds of friendship were strong in this episode. No, literally, as Serenity kept saying that over and over and over and over and over and over again. Blue-haired boys, insect queens, the blue-haired weasel boy's insect queen, when it was being summoned out of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card, had a very similar sound effect to Sonic X when characters fall over or spin dash. Is this production team the same one as the 4-Kid Sonic X? I was so disappointed that they... Wait, what do I say there? I was disappointed that Iron Knight didn't charge towards the Weasel Queen Bug. It was literally one still frame with a moving background and another still frame of the Iron Knight attacking the Queen Bug. No animation at all. Very disappointing. I was expecting something like Solar Leveling with Jin Woo arising one of his Shadow Warriors to attack the enemies like Icarus. Did Kenta just swear? I had to rewind the episode to go back when he said Joey kicked Weevil's buggin' butt. The word buggin' sounded like the F word. The Marek slave dude at the end looks horrifying. His eyes look insane. Episode 16. Those pedestrians mocking the mime slave sounded extremely American. The most New York, Boston sounding are Americans in the entire series. Why do all anime have to be set at a riverside? Every anime has a sort of pier riverside thing. Is it the exact same setting in every anime, like copy pasted? Do different studios just give other studios the same pier riverside background? I am glad they changed the Yu-Gi-Oh! Transformation, as the previous one had Yugi's gormless expression as he yells, Yu-Gi-Oh! It was always goofy looking. It always felt like I was watching the Teletubbies or something when Yu-Gi-Oh! Opened his mouth screaming Yu-Gi-Oh! But no, his eyes are closed in this new transformation and he looks much better and cooler. Yami transforming with the jacket acting like a cape was so cool. Bro just needed to aura farm for the sake of aura farming. The Gazelle Mythical Beast card had a similar background design to the Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island poster. Even Marek's Silver Surfer looking monster thing looked like one of the aliens from Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. Those movies came out a couple of years ago, before this episode came out, so I do wonder were the animators on the team inspired by those films. Regardless, Marek's Silver Surfer monster had 1 second of amazing animation, and Yugi attacked it immediately. It felt like the studio wanted to animate a cool Sakuga-like sequence, but ran out of time. Very disappointing indeed. Yami's sword-wielding monster thing had a quick animation sequence, which was half a second. I would have wanted more animation. I must say, for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode, this is the most animated episode of the show so far. There were a few moments of nice subtle character animation, the hair and clothes flowing in the wind. Even Marek's mime slave had creepy facial emotions. Why can't all Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes have nice animation like this one? I feel like all of the budget goes to the funding of the men in the suits at the top of the production committee. And that's it.
Oh, that was 3 episodes.
That was 4 episodes.
It was?
Yeah. So
Wait,
episode
13,
14, 15, and 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, I think you're a bit too harsh on the PNG stuff because it is like an old anime. And I did check out the episode as well while you're talking about it, and it isn't as egregious as you're like talking about it. It is like 1 second of like the episode when like PNG stuff happens,
Yeah.
but then it like quickly moves on. But it does happen. It is, but I think that's common in every like because when I was rewatching like Demon Slayer, there's a moment where they were having like PNG, 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 PNG in the actual Akaza fight. Like, oh,
Yeah.
but then it's not as bad, like, even though it exists. You know, I don't think we should be too critical of it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't unsee it. If I see like sliding PNGs, I just call it
It's
out.
it's in everything, dude.
Yeah, it's in every
everything.
anime. It's in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's just an anime thing, I suppose. I never noticed it until
Yeah.
One Punch Man season 3 came out, and now I just can't
That's
stop seeing it.
One Punch Man has ruined anime for everyone.
Yep, it has
It's
for me.
just exposed so much.
It's like, wow, they really do make this kind of cheaply. Like, the characters barely move. They're just standing still with intense music in the background.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not bad. Like, I think these episodes are better than the last episodes that I watched. So, yeah, it's getting a bit better now.
Yeah, because you were actually talking about the battle as well. I'm like, oh shit, it sounds interesting.
Yeah, it actually got interesting. Like, Weasel surprised me. I thought he was going to have a boring battle, but no, it was actually a little bit better. You know?
Weevil, bro. You just when he's on screen, you just hate that character, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone likes Weevil. It's like the moment when you throw those cards off the boat. It's like, yeah, there's no redeeming quality. You're just gonna suck whenever you come on screen.
Yeah, the dude's a punk. I don't like him. I forgot
Yeah.
to also say this in the review, but is it me or have the characters aged a little bit? Because there was a flashback in one of the episodes and they looked a little younger compared to how they are now. It was like, oh, these guys look a little bit taller, older. I don't know if it's
Potentially, definitely taller.
because
Long
like
legs.
it was the battle with Joey, like because Joey was thinking about the time in season 1 when we were battling Kaiba for the first time. They looked really small, like
They were also in school as well, and
Yeah.
then now they're not in school no more. So maybe they graduated, but we don't see it.
I'm just like, wow, these guys are looking like they look like grown-ups now to me. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't look like teenagers anymore, especially Taya and Tristan, I would say. But yeah, that is Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if I have any theories for the future, but Maverick wants to rule the world and get the 3 big cards and steal Yami's powers. And then Bakura is in the background. I don't know what's going on with him.
Have we seen one of those big cards in action so far?
I think Kaiba used it one time.
Oh, the blue one.
I think so.
Okay, okay. Awesome.
But my theory is that Bakura is going to fight the Maverick guy, and then he's going to be defeated by him. Then Maverick's going to steal Bakura's powers, and then it's going to be Maverick versus Yugi. He's going to free Bakura. Everyone's happy. And the end, I think. That's how I think it's going to go
Hold
down.
hands walking there.
Yeah, it's a shonen series. It's very predictable. You know where it's going to go. I'm happy
I would
Pegasus
say
ain't
this
in
is
it.
this is the first anime where I'm like, damn, it's over. And my heart sank.
Damn.
Only anime to ever give me that feeling, dude. But yeah, it is very shonen in that sense.
I don't think any anime's made me feel that way, actually. Like, I'm trying to think of an anime that made me feel gutted that it was over.
It would have to be your first anime you've ever seen, because this was like, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Probably,
was my first
honestly,
one,
yeah,
knowing what it
maybe
is.
Sonic X or Beyblade. You know? I can think of, like,
Yeah.
cartoons that made me feel that way, like Hey Arnold
yeah,
and
pretty much.
16. Like, they kind of made me feel that way. But, Not really
It's
with
like when you get
anime.
to know the characters and you like the dynamic, like the
Yeah,
way they hang out with each other, like talk with each other, and then hey, you're gonna get no more of it.
yeah.
It kind of sucks.
I don't know
I
if I'm
think
gonna.
Naruto is the closest thing to it.
Naruto. No, not really for me,
For
because
me, it was
I
the manga
binged watched it.
specifically.
Then I read the final chapters, and then I watched the movie, and then Boruto came on, and then that was teasing the future. So it never really ended for me. It was just another thing and another thing.
Yeah, you weren't a manga reader back then, were you?
No, just anime straight through.
Yeah, yeah. For me, when the manga finished, I was seeing chapter 700, was it? Or 500? I can't remember.
One of them.
Just, yeah, 700. I was like, ah, shite.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that. So, what about Beyblade? Metal
Beyblade.
Masters.
So the last episode I watched was episode 5, and now it's on to episode 6. And
Episode
I didn't
6.
realize after Kyoyo's like reintroduction to the series, I didn't realize that he's not going to be part of the team.
I'm
I
surprised you
thought
didn't
he
know that. I
was.
wasn't going to say anything because I wanted you
Yeah,
to
yeah.
figure that out.
I
Because
was so wait. So
cause
Kyoyo's not in this?
yeah, because he said that at the end of the episode that he has no interest in joining the
I
team.
did not pick up on that whatsoever for some reason. It just went over my head.
It was like
Completely over my head.
the last scene of the episode. But yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I think I just missed it somehow. Just completely missed it. But
Interesting.
yeah, he's not part of the crew.
Hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well, use this. Subasa's there. Just have them reduel each other and then, or whatever, and have one of them be the replacement. And I think that's what happens.
Pretty much,
They
yeah.
have a battle for the third place.
Yep.
And they talk about vibrations in this episode and whatnot.
Oh,
A bit
yeah.
weird. But at the end,
Pretty much.
Tsubasa wins. I feel like you and Tsubasa have been like heavily nerfed in season 2, like compared to what they were in like season 1. They just, I don't know, they just don't feel like themselves. Also, I hate this guy. I absolutely hate Phoenix now. Every time he's on screen, he has to name drop the Phoenix. Is that his gimmick now? Is that instead of actually seeing the Phoenix, he's just gonna be saying, "Oh, call me the Phoenix." Bro, get the hell out of here, you clout chaser. Bro.
Clout
You
chaser.
absolute disgusting clout chaser.
Oh, man.
And then towards the end of this episode, they're in the airport going to China because that's where the tournament will be held, or the
Yep.
first part of the tournament, I think. And then they're like, "Oh, okay, you guys are ready to go. Well, we do need one person to join you, and there's like a technician. So we're gonna have whatever her name is again, to
Madoka.
help you. Madoka. Why couldn't she just be in the crew anyway? Why does it have to be like a special announcement?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, like if you wanted to be part of the crew that's traveling, just keep it there. You didn't need to be like a special announcement, like she's gonna have like some sort of special role. That was weird. It's like she wasn't part of the crew to begin with. She was,
Mm-hmm.
but whatever. Episode 7. We're in China.
We're in China.
We're seeing the Great Wall of China, and everyone's like talking about like, oh, where are these pandas? Where are these special places? And then they're getting distracted. Like we're meant to be figuring out what our opponent's abilities are. They were rather like busy sightseeing and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then we get an introduction to this Kung Fu dude or Tai Chi or karate or something. Can't remember. And it's not the first time we've seen like somebody take out a 1 versus a 50 Beyblade. But every time it happens, all the characters are shocked, like this is the first time they've ever seen something like this before.
Yeah.
But the guy just sent, like the main character did it in the first episode. Relax, guys. It's not nothing special. So they're about to duel, right? The guy that's part of the Chinese crew and what's his name, Jinga. And they get to a moment where Jinga's about to unleash his special move, and then they're like, "Oh no, don't give it away that easily. We're meant to figure out what their tricks are, not our own tricks." And then Masamune steps in, like just breaks up the duel, which is a smart thing. And anything else notable in this episode? Oh, the Chinese dude Beyblade. He has like a rubber thingy.
Yeah,
Or is that in this episode? I can't remember. But he has like a rubber. Oh, that's why it's so defensive. Is because his base is made out of rubber, and
yeah.
his defense is too strong. Okay,
The Rock
that was a
Zarafa
nice.
Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. The names are a bit too confusing for this, so forgive me for not mentioning it.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's fair
sorry.
enough. Even I kind of sometimes forget which bay is called. The first season, Metal Fusion was a little bit more memorable, but yeah, I guess because I rewatched that season hundreds of times.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense that you'll know the names. To be fair,
Yeah.
that's totally cool. Episode 8. We see the Phoenix come on. It's like, call me the Phoenix. Get out of here, man. Just go away. And then we see they're having an argument, right? Because they're talking about who should be the leader, who should be the captain of this group. And then Masamune is like, "Oh, I should be the group leader." And then everyone's like stunned and like, "Huh?" But like, it really shouldn't be a discussion because the guy who won Babe Battles or whatever it's called, like the main tournament from season 1, he should be the leader, obviously by
Yeah, the
default. And then they
Battle
talk about,
Blaze.
well, whoever the leader is, they're not going to duel because if you win 2-0, the third person won't have a chance to have a fight or whatnot. So then Masamune is like, okay, I'll reconsider being the leader. I might not do it. And then the Chinese team like show their team off, and it's going to be the guy with the blue hair, and then the guy from the previous episode, and then some mystery figure that we don't see. And then he bumps into Masamune, and they try to like have a duel with each other. And I'm not surprised in this, but Masamune loses, and it is a cool duel as well.
Yeah, it is a
It's
pretty
some
cool
like
jewel. Yeah.
they're both running along the Great Wall of China as well
That
while they
seems.
battle.
Yeah, that's a pretty iconic scene in Beyblade.
Like the budget is definitely increased for this season. It's pretty sick. I can't
Yeah.
lie. But the one annoying thing is though, compared to season 1, I feel like there isn't much strategizing, and it's more just punch harder equal wins. And that's a lot more noticeable here. Like there's less strategizing and stuff. I'm just gonna win by default by just punching stronger.
Yes, I see your point there. Yeah.
Then what else happened? So yeah, Masamune loses, but that's when it's not like a when it doesn't matter. Like he does lose, so it's not really the first time for him anyway.
Yeah.
Losing these like sort of battles, so it's um, okay. And then the next episode, we get a training arc for Masamune where he
Oh
has to punch a
yeah.
leaf or smash a
The
leaf,
Karate Kid episode.
which doesn't make sense because they says you have to focus all your points to destroy this leaf, but he did do that against you, where in his Beyblade battle against you, you used this special move where he created like the sandstorm thing or whatnot, and it was trapping Masamune, and then Masamune focused all of his points in a specific direction and won. So he can do it, but for some reason he's doing it again, as if it's a new thing that he hasn't done before. So I thought that training arc was kind of pointless because he ends up doing the same thing in the actual tournament, but that's later on. Well, no, it is the same episode actually. Yeah, the battling, and then he focused all points, and then he wins. So he punched harder basically against the guy he lost in the previous episode. I don't know if there's anything else notable in this episode 9.
I will say for this episode, my memory is like betraying me because I remember this episode just being mainly the Masamune and training sensei episode. I thought it was like the entire
Yeah,
episode,
half of it.
but it's only
Yeah, the
half.
first half was the training
Yeah.
episode, but what he learned is something that he already knew,
Yep.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it was kind of filler.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
and then also another key thing I want to mention is the announcer, the Chinese announcer, is basically just Chinese Benkei. That's all it
Pretty
is.
much. Yeah, yeah. He's kind of like that.
Also, the Chinese dude, he's like Sasuke, but from the alternative universe where he's all cool, and then he's got like fanboys, fangirls like asking for autographs.
Oh yeah, his
So
yeah,
that's kind of funny.
the guy Masamune fought.
Um, yeah. So this episode ends with Masamune winning, which is fine. I think the best episode is episode 10
Episode 10. Oh yeah, this one. What did you think of this one?
because this one I'm like, why is Tsubasa going evil? Why is he going dark? I don't get it. Is it like sort of like the El Dragon thing that corrupted him from like season one, or are they actually? Is he related to Ryuga because they have the similar hair color? Like I don't know. Like he just like the minute thing just sets him off, and he's like go. It's so cringy, bro. In the past, if I was a kid and I seen this episode, I'd be like, "Oh, this is so it's the coolest thing ever." But seeing it now is just so cringe, bro. It's I don't know. It's not a good look for him. Like going evil, laughing maniacally, like going more darker and evil. I don't know, man. It's more. It gives more cringe than oh, this looks sick. But the duel itself is yeah is almost one-sided for the Chinese dude, and it's an actual surprising result as well because even though he's like transforming in this evil version of himself, he still loses, which
Yeah,
is
that was a
and the
surprising.
annoying thing is his friends don't bring it up that he's having a mental breakdown and he's going evil. His friends don't care. His- they all commentate on it when they see him like turn evil and Jenga's like, "Oh no, Subasa, what's happening? What's happening with you? What's going on?" But when the duel's over and he's lost, they don't bring it up whatsoever. Like it's just a thing that never happened. I'm like, what? It's confusing. Like so, obviously he's gonna keep having it because this is the second time this has happened in front of everyone. You'd think they'd speak about it, but no. So I think they'll just mention it. They'll bring it up when Subasa actually ends up killing somebody, I guess. But yeah, just crazy, crazy scenes. Next episode, episode 11. This is the main duel.
Yeah, Jinga versus the
Um,
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, that's it. I like Cheyenne's voice actor as well. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Um, what
Pegasus.
happens? I'm
So
trying to
yeah, it's
scroll
just pretty
through.
much them preparing for the battle. Tsubasa just chilling out, being like, "Yeah, I'm fine, Jinga." But you is like, something is going on with Tsubasa. He has that worried look, you know.
Yeah, it's nice to think that, but at least go up to him and say it.
Yeah,
Just
it's like
it's clearly not
only
okay.
you can like see that something is definitely wrong with Tsubasa. But yeah, it's the entire
Um,
episode is Jinga versus the Cheyenne, Pegasus versus Rock Zurafa. Yeah, this is a cool episode. I like it when we see like the leader captains fight one another. It's cool.
Yeah, it's just like the main episode was just them battling each other. Right? I don't remember the specific dialogue, to be honest with you. I don't. It's not coming back to me compared to like the other duels that have happened. But I do see it as another punch harder thing because he used a special move that he kept hidden, and then that's how he won.
Mhm. Yeah, he used the
Uh,
Pegasus Star Booster attack.
yes. Oh, that's another thing. I feel like Galaxy Pegasus has been nerfed. He doesn't feel as strong as he did in the first few episodes when he Jinga got him. If that makes sense, he feels weaker. Does that make sense? Like it doesn't feel like because Galaxy Pegasus was wild, out of control, and it looked sick. But now in the hands of Jinga, that's fully controlling him. It doesn't look that strong. Well, that's just my observation, I guess.
I really want to say something, but I can't. So let's put a
Okay,
pin in that, and
clearer than that. Okay,
yeah, that's all
okay.
I'll say.
But yeah, Team Japan wins and they've beaten China.
Yeah, China is out of the
And when did they?
competition.
yeah, that's it. Yes, and now I'm on episode 12, and I don't know what's going on.
Cool. So
I
what?
had theories, but then I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, what
Um,
do you think is going to happen? Who do you think they're going to fight next? What country are they going to go to?
well, judging by the preview, um, there's some turban dude, and then there's a person with long blonde hair, and
Okay. What do you think that's all about?
I don't know. Is that person from the Kyber Corporation? Is the two universes linked together? I don't know. Just is
Uh,
um, I don't know. I don't know who that character is. The blonde
uh,
hair dude.
well, I do. That's all I'll say.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah,
Jinger's mom.
all I'm going to say is that I know this dude.
Oh, it was a dude.
Seeing these
Okay. Okay.
characters again after so many years is so nostalgic, like this blonde dude. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting so many memories of when I was like 13, 14 years old watching this show for the first time.
And it looks like there's a double battle going on as well in the preview.
Yeah, it's like a, yeah. What do you think that's all about?
The next tournament bracket is a double battle, I guess. Like the rules have switched up, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Or it could be a case of like somebody gets disqualified or something. Like the first duel is disqualified, and then the only way they can settle it is by a 2v2 or something like that. Something.
There was this really well drawn shot of Jinga like smiling as he's thinking of Kyoya, like and being inspired. Like, I just have memories of this one frame of Jinga from when I was
For this
younger.
episode,
Yeah,
episode 10,
episode 11,
where
the one where he's battling the Cheyenne.
and Jing is smiling.
Yeah, it's like a 1948 timestamp.
Oh yeah,
It's just like so
where he thinks of
surprisingly,
Kyoya. Yes, I remember that. Yeah,
just so surprisingly
it was like
detailed.
a
I'm like,
blur, but yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Interesting. Yeah, the one thing I'll say is I think Kyoya might be in a different country, bro. He might be representing a different country. And then he might join tournament and then like that's how he faces Jinga. Or we just might not see him at all and then he's gonna like show up with like L Lion or whatever he's got.
oh,
Instead
Rock
of L
Leone.
Dragon. Yeah, L Rock Leone or something. I don't know, he's gonna be like evil for sure when he like returns. Or he might be the same, no, because then that'd be too lame if he is returns. Because Sebastia's going through his evil arc, so they're gonna have Sebastian turn evil. He's gonna return. Um, I did have a theory last week though, but I just completely forgot what I was gonna say
What do you think is
because I
happening
didn't
with
speak about
Tsubasa?
Beyblade.
Like, where do you think it's gonna go?
I think specifically Tsubasa. I think he might have his little evil arc, and then he's gonna get that evil beaten out of him. But it's also the same color as El Dragon, like purple, like the purple aura.
Interesting.
So it could be a link to that or something. So I don't know, like when he battled Ryuga, like something must have happened where the evilness is like possessed him or something like that.
Yeah. Who
Um,
knows?
no idea. To be honest with you, they could do anything.
All I'm gonna say is
Uh,
that continue to watch
yeah, of
stuff.
course, of course. And we haven't seen anyone rotate left as well, which is interesting. So I think that might happen in this tournament. Somebody might show up with a left-turning Beyblade. Um, yeah, just that's it.
Cool. So
Oh,
that's the
also the meteorite thing. I think we're going to see more people from the with Beyblades from the meteorite, meteor.
the meteor from season one.
Yes, yes, yes. Because I don't think it's just Pegasus and Eldrag. I think there's other variations that show up, and I still think Masumune's unicorn is from that meteorite. I did have another theory that Masamune might be a reincarnation of El Dragon, but he's like a good spirit. But that just sounds so stupid, so I'm gonna like kick that in the bin because that doesn't make any sense. Why would a Beyblade control another Beyblade? That's just weird. That's weird. But and then throughout this whole show, like he's showing more like the human side. Like he's even had that training arc and all that stuff. So yeah, he's a real dude. Um, yeah, I think that's my theory. I think we would see more people with like Beyblades from the meteor show up.
Nah, that's cool. That's cool. Interesting theories. Or you just gonna have to wait and see and watch the rest of the show.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Awesome.
Also, I will spoil on episode 10 because of the thumbnail. It's just
Oh,
like evil Subasa.
yeah, that's a bit of a spoiler right there. But I mean, if you watch the English theme song, it does actually show you that, like, evil Subasa.
Wait, what do you mean? Sorry.
So you know the English version of these of the theme song, because what you're
Oh,
watching,
because
you're
these
watching the
links that I'm
Japanese,
watching,
yeah, you're watching the Japanese
Japanese opening and
intros,
ending. Yeah.
yeah. But in
Yes.
the
Yes.
English one, it does show you evil Subasa in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Fortunately, this opening isn't spoilery, you know. Doesn't show you any spoilers.
It's sick. Dude, it's my favorite opening.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I always love this opening. It's so fun. I feel like the opening. I will say this. Let me do like a quick scan for something. Let me have a look. Where is it? Because I feel like
Also,
even though the song is the same, they do change the visuals later on. I'm just trying to see which episode it is. Let me have a look. Okay.
another thing I wanted to mention as well while you look for that, I still don't understand how the tournament works because the tournament is basically to declare who the number one Beyblader is, right? But if it's like a team battle, a group battle, like Team Japan, Team China, Team this, Team that, if like a specific country wins, how does that determine who the best is? Because it's still like three bladers.
That is
Does that make sense?
interesting. Yeah, I guess it's like the let's put a pin on that as well. I'll just say that. Let's put a pin on that because I want to say something, but I don't know if that's too much of a spoiler. Okay,
Okay.
so the intro does actually change. So it's episode 37. That's when it's the same song, but that's when the visuals change. So
Okay.
put
I
a
will
pin on
go
episode 7
yeah.
and not to look at it.
37.
Yeah.
Pin on 37. Don't
Yeah.
look at the thumbnail. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I mean the intro, the theme song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's when it changes.
Yeah, that's when it's the same song, but the visuals change.
But you want me to not look at the visuals as well?
Yeah, you can listen to the song, but just
Oh.
cover your eyes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it does show you, like, a bit surprised they showed that, you know. But then you can watch the intro around episode 43. No, I would say
Wow, that's
episode.
actually-
No,
okay.
sorry. Let's say episode 48. You can watch the theme song.
Wow. Okay, that's even further up. That's like near the end, no?
Yeah, near the end.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Wow. What the hell?
So episode 37 is when the opening visuals change. So between 37 to 48, don't look at the visuals. I mean,
Okay,
like, yeah,
that's fine.
that's it, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Heaviers in the chat says, "Yay, Spider-Man."
Spider who? Or Spider-Man? Where am I? Where's the chat? Yay, Spider-Man. I guess we can just jump into that topic right now, because That's all the anime news. I mean, there was one more Demon Slayer news. The Blu-ray sold over 273,000 copies in the first week.
God damn.
It's the most any Blu-ray has sold, but it's a lot lower than the Mugen Train. The Mugen Train, when it came out on Blu-ray in 2021, sold over 1 million copies in the first 3 days.
Is this Japan specific?
Yeah, Japan specific.
Wow, that's actually crazy still.
It's kind of great that they're still supporting physical media there, you know.
The drop off is insane, but I think it's because it's been so long.
Yeah, because
the cinema release.
Yeah, because I think it was an 8-month wait between the movie in cinemas and then Japan getting the Blu-ray, whereas here it's been a whole year, you know, like 12 months.
It's too long.
Way too long. Plus, they released the Blu-ray on the same day as the digital version for the Infinity Castle. And that was a dumb move. They should have waited like a week, like with the Mugen Train, you know.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, that's just a little update on the Mugen Train Blu-ray. So, Spider-Man. Where do we begin with Spider-Man? It's breaking all the records, Spider-Man. It's breaking all the records. It's set to cross $2 billion this weekend. $2 billion for a Spider-Man movie. That is absolutely unheard of.
What?
Yeah.
This second weekend is expected to hit 2 billion? That does not sound real whatsoever.
That's what they're saying. Because it's already crossed $1 billion. Like, by Monday, it crossed $1 billion. And now it's going to cross $2 billion. It's because all the people who booked up the tickets in the first week, there are other people who wanted to see it, but they have to wait the other week to see it. So, yeah. $2 billion for Spider-Man.
That's insane.
Yeah. It's beaten Endgame.
That's because Avengers... Yeah, Avengers has taken like months to hit 2 billion, no?
It took like a couple of weeks to hit 2 billion. But Spider-Man has like surpassed that. Yeah, because Avengers made $1 billion in like the opening weekend. Yeah,
I think No Way Home didn't even reach 2 billion.
No, it didn't.
It was close, but they didn't hit it.
But yeah, like Spider-Man really, I guess it's because it's the movie before Doomsday, so people are just really excited for that. I think that's where all the excitement is coming from. People are just anticipating Doomsday. Because notice how like all the Marvel solo films before the Avengers films always do well. So Black Panther came out before Infinity War, that made $1 billion. Captain Marvel came out before Endgame, and that made $1 billion. And, you know, this movie is just coming out just before Doomsday, and that's probably going to make $2 billion as well. You know, probably even more. But yeah.
People yearn Spider-Man as well, because it's been 5 freaking years.
Yeah. I think, like, waiting as well.
I don't know why. I don't know why it was that long. That's just ridiculous, dude.
I mean, it makes sense because Spider-Man No Way Home came out in 2021. Sony released like 2 movies every year. Then we had Across the Spider-Verse in 2023. But then the writer's strike happened. So this movie should have come out last year. But because the strikes pushed all the movies forward, that's why we got it now. It should have come out last year instead. And I think the final Spider-Verse film should have come out this year.
What happened? What made this one like the most successful one? Was it the marketing?
Yeah, the very peculiar marketing, leaking the movie online, getting people excited, and then splitting the trailer up into those tiny segments.
Yeah, because that first trailer was leaked a year earlier, which is insane, and it was still up on YouTube and hasn't even been taken down.
No.
Everyone thought it was fake because, like, how can a trailer last that long? It doesn't make any sense.
But yeah, I'm a little bit like perplexed by like, wow, like, I mean, I watched the movie twice and it was packed both times. So yeah, people are yearning Spider-Man. He is the most popular comic book character of all time. You know, like in my opinion, he's the face of Marvel. If I'm being honest.
He is the anchor being for Marvel,
Yeah,
100%. It ain't Captain America, it ain't Iron Man, it's Spider-Man. Let's be
yeah,
real, dude.
it is.
Uh, Another thing I wanted to mention about um, I can't remember now. There's definitely yeah, that's it. Because I needed to rewatch this film, right? I think the reason why I was a bit down on it the first time I saw it was because 90% of the film was in the trailers,
Yeah,
if that makes sense. And I was just disappointed. And if I had to rewatch and just try and just remove everything I've seen and whatnot, and just go in with like a clean mind, a clean like canvas or whatnot, I would have like a better experience.
yeah, that was me. Like, I
Not
had a much better experience the second time.
because in my head I'm like, okay, um, I'm a bit disappointed that the hand shows up at the end, and we've already seen that in the trailer. I'm already disappointed about the Hulk thing because I've already seen it in the trailer. Disappointed about what else? I can't remember now.
But yeah,
Yeah, just there's just too much spoilers, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, they should have really toned down the spoilers. But yeah, the director of Spider-Man: Brand New Day, he has confirmed that his next movie that he's going to be making will be the Naruto remake live action thing. It's now in pre-production. So hopefully that film is going to be good. Oh, I think you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just too much background
Oh,
stuff.
fair enough.
Yeah, I'd it would be good, but I don't know how they would do it. To be honest, it's in good hands, obviously, but it's like what do because you like manga to movie, right? It's a different beast. It's a different take. Like there's certain stuff you're gonna have to cut out, right? Because there's no way you're just gonna have it one for one because you're just gonna bore people, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I think it would
But
have
I
been
was thinking, oh, sorry, go on.
it would have been better off as a TV series, if I'm being honest.
Same, I would agree. But that's another question. If you're doing a movie, how many movies are you going to do, and how far will it go, and where will the first movie end? What arc?
I think they should end it as the
It's a
tuning
hard
exam begins. But yeah, I'm not too sure how they're gonna handle this.
because they could easily, if they wanted to, they can make it work and get straight to the fight in the valley with Sasuke and Naruto. But that I don't know. You're just cutting a lot of stuff in that.
Way too many stuff will be cut out. It'd be pretty horrible if they just cut out and just sped through it. But yeah, let's just see where it all goes. You know, who knows? It could be a masterpiece and we just don't know it.
Maybe, yeah. But again, it would have been better as a TV show.
Yeah. But who knows? Let's just have faith in the Spider-Man director. And speaking of the Spider-Man director, it does look like the previous director of the Home trilogy is getting hateful comments from Spider-Man
This
fans.
is ridiculous. I've seen this. This is so stupid.
Yeah. They're saying, hey, why don't you make Spider-Man cool like the new one? It's... Yeah, it's dumb.
I don't like how people just switch up on stuff that they liked, you know? When you watch it, you like it, and then years later, it's not cool anymore, and then you switch up and start hating on it. It's so stupid. I hate it.
It's weird because I remember people were like praising these movies when they came out.
Yeah, yeah. People like turning on No Way Home as well, saying it's lame and it's the worst thing ever.
Wow. And
What is going
while
on?
people were cheering in the cinemas, that's crazy.
It's so stupid, dude.
But yeah, I mean, some of the movies weren't perfect, but there's no need to like hate on the guy, you know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's that. In other news that's still related to Marvel, let me go here. Disney is reportedly scaling back on live action Marvel TV shows to focus more on films.
They should, yeah, 100%.
They should have done this years ago, if I'm being honest. Like, that first wave of Disney Plus TV shows, oh, couldn't stand them. Couldn't stand them. I feel like even like the casual audiences have just sort of dropped off the TV shows. Like all the ratings are just falling. Even Daredevil's ratings are pretty bad. Like the viewership is just not there.
Was this like news come out after Wonder Man's cancellation?
I mean, it's August the 7th it came out, so I can only assume.
Yesterday, so yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Which is sucks because listen, I'm a She-Hulk defender. I think that series was good. Same with Loki. I think Loki was good as well. But just I don't know, man. Just they see one clip of a certain scene and they just like write the entire show off, and it's
yeah.
so annoying.
But yeah, crazy times, crazy times. But honestly, I prefer the movies, if I'm being honest. Like, I prefer. Marvel is at its best when they're movies.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. So that's what they mean by the reset era as well. You just
Yeah.
have movies, post-credit scene,
Uh huh.
the next movie.
Speaking
But
of
I
the.
don't think they'll scale back. Sorry, but I don't think they'll entirely get rid of like Marvel MCU shows. They'll scale back on it, but
I think
it
they'll
won't
still
be
be
as
there.
crazy as it would. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And in other news, Kevin Feige says Doomsday is going to be incredibly satisfying and incredibly surprising. So I'm quite interested to see what that's all about. We're going to have a hard time waiting a year for Secret Wars. Oh boy. It's going to be like a cliffhanger ending.
Yeah, I guess so, potentially. Because is Secret Wars a direct sequel to Doomsday, or is it its own thing?
I mean, it's happening 1 year later, so I
Yeah,
can
but they
only
never
imagine.
confirmed it's this. They never confirmed it will be the same,
I
like a
thought it was.
direct
I thought it
sequel, though.
was. You know.
I don't remember reading that.
Mm.
Yeah, it's years apart, but I mean a year apart. But I think after Secret Wars was meant to be a reset. I think Doomsday is its one-off thing
Well, fair enough. Okay.
because Secret Wars is meant to reset everything because that's the big universal that's the Civil War, but on a larger scale. Essentially, that's what Secret Wars is.
Interesting. Well, I'm looking forward to that and seeing what that's all about. But yeah, let's see. In 4 months' time, I think what that's all going
Yeah,
to be
four
about.
months. I can't. I'm not. I don't know, man. I'm not looking forward to it because after Brand New Day, I know exactly what I'm going to be expecting from Doomsday. Just like blue screen everywhere, noticeable blue screen here, blue screen there. Just it's not going to look nice.
I mean, yeah, with all these actors appearing, they can't all be on set on the same day. So who knows? Who knows?
You can make it work.
Yeah, we haven't seen the film, so it could be good. We just don't know. So we have our new Scott Summers Cyclops, will be played by Kit Cummers, and of course Emma Frost is played by Samara Weaving. The new X-Men are here, pretty much.
That Emma Frost casting is perfect. I don't know who Kit Connors is, to be honest with you, but I thought they were going to go with the other guy, but a lot of people just hating on it.
Who was the other guy?
He was from The Long Walk.
Okay, not
The
seen
main
that
guy
film.
in Long Walk, but people were hating on him because he didn't have the height and he was like losing hair. I guess I don't know.
Oh
They
dear.
just didn't like him. But it's like, look at Star Lord. You know, the actor who is it, Chris Pratt. He was not in shape to play Star Lord, and ended up making it work. So they could easily do the same here, you know, because at the end of the day, it's just a character that they're portraying, not themselves.
Yeah. I mean,
So people are just too harsh sometimes.
that's social media, like a lot of the negativity is just, it sometimes feels forced just to generate revenue, because negativity is always like a source of revenue for people. But no, I'm looking forward to this new X-Men cast. Let's see what they're all about. In other news, the Odyssey just made $1 billion, I think, yesterday. $1 billion.
Still haven't seen it, bro. I'm so sad.
Damn.
I'm so sad.
I'm
Like, I'm
surprised.
happy.
Yeah.
Like this is the one where like people are trying to boycott it but for like the dumbest reasons ever. And I'm
Yeah.
glad this one is just like didn't have any weight to it.
Yeah.
Boycotts.
People are still struggling to find tickets, for the IMAX version.
Yeah, dude. Damn. That guy is tall as well in the poster. What the hell?
Oh yeah, he's massive.
Is that a spoiler?
Mm. I don't want to say too much about this scene. I'd rather let you watch it and see.
Is that a goddamn spoiler on my screen?
No, it's not a spoiler.
Okay.
If anything, I feel like
Is
it's kind of misleading, especially what I know.
Oh, okay.
But in
Use
a
some
good
flowers
way,
instead.
way.
Okay. The Odyssey.
But yeah,
That's a
that.
film that I have to see. But yeah.
Yeah, I recommend you seeing it.
Do you know what another superhero film I saw this
What's
past
that?
week, which I regret watching? Supergirl.
Oh, I was going to talk about that for the next topic. So yeah, you talk about your thoughts. Well, let's talk about the box office, because, depends on you.
Yes, let's talk about the box office, and then I'll
Then you can
go
jump
into
into.
why it bombed.
Let me go here. Wait, where is it? I had it saved and I can't find it. Here it is. So Supergirl ends its theatrical run with $126 million at the box office on a budget of $170 million, projected to lose the studio nearly $200 million. Oh my gosh.
This film was pure dog shit. Do you know what's funny? Because the first 10 minutes, I'm like, yo, this is actually decent. Why are people hating on it? This is a good villain introduction as well. Like how he goes into that family's home, and then the little girl is in the hallway just watching. And then the little brother, well, no, the older brother, he had his headphones on, so he doesn't know what's happening. And then he sees his little sister, and he wanted like surprise her, and he jumps out, and then he dies. I thought that was amazing.
Very
Too bad the
dark
film
opening.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very dark, but too bad the film isn't anything like that whatsoever.
No. My gosh, the film, I found it so boring, the entire movie. Like,
It was very boring.
I was so bored.
Oh,
There are moments that I did like. I did like the scenes in Krypton, like those scenes looked kind of nice. But I was just so bored watching this movie, and the more.
the editing alone is just fireworthy. Whoever cut this film and edited it, you should never work in cinema ever again. It was so bad. There
Yeah.
were so many cuts in like a single fight scene.
Yep.
And then the music choices, dog shit, dude. It's so bad.
Very bad.
And then Lobo as well was just like so boring. He was like, I thought he would be like the most interesting character in the show because I'm a big Lobo fan.
No, he's not.
He does F all, dude.
I
Like
know.
he's just whatever. What is a whatever character? And then the main villain is just jarring, man. It's just so lame. But yeah, this is the second film in this DC universe, and the guns jammed. What I think what they tried doing was trying to match the tone of James's guns, like autistic style or whatnot, and it doesn't
Yeah.
match it in any way. It just fails miserably. Just yeah.
It's probably the most underwhelming movie I've ever seen because I was quite excited for this. You know, when they announced it and the new poster coming out, I was like, okay, this looks interesting. But then you watch the movie and it's like, oh gosh, no. It is so vanilla.
This is like a much worse start than the MCU because remember when the Iron Man came out and then the next film after that was Incredible Hulk, and the Incredible Hulk was just not a good film.
But that came out in the
But I
same
think
year as Iron Man as well, so I don't think
yeah,
it wasn't too bad. But then having to wait a year for this movie, oh gosh,
yeah, there was hype for Supergirl because she shows up at the end of Superman as well,
yeah.
and then just so bad.
But
It's so lame.
I feel like with the MCU starting off, it was a different time. Like no one really knew what this MCU cinematic universe was going to be about. You know,
True, yeah,
it was
because you
all
only
fresh and
see
new.
Robert
You
Downey
know,
Jr. at the end of Incredible Hulk. He only shows up at the very end. You don't even know if these films were linked whatsoever.
yeah.
But it's just the post-credit scene is like, oh, they are linked. That's interesting. And but then Incredible Hulk bombed, and he was never mentioned again.
Yeah. I feel like Avengers 1 is what really started off the MCU. Like, it really got people tuning in. And Iron Man as well. Iron Man 2. You know. But because
I
we're...
think Iron Man 2 was a letdown as well.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
also
it
a
was
letdown.
just. I think it was just these post-credit scenes, like just teasing other superheroes and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know what made Avengers big. Was it just all these films led up to this? Because the first trailer for Avengers was like every single post-credit scenes combined and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think,
I
and
think it
then I
was
think that just
that.
carried the momentum.
Yeah. The promotion as well, you know. Like, I think there was just this excitement. And then that really did kick off the MCU. And a lot of people were very aware of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and connecting characters. I think what they should have done with this is that they should have introduced more popular characters, or but then again, Iron Man at the time wasn't that popular, you know. Like the only popular character in the early MCU was the Hulk, because Thor and Captain
Yeah,
America aren't like mainstream heroes.
exactly, dude. Yeah, they're not.
And also, there might be like a hidden. I was thinking that maybe it's just people's biases towards female led heroes. But then again, the first Wonder Woman movie made $800 million, you know.
Yeah,
And that film was great.
and it had Gal Gadot, and universally she's not really liked because she's a bad actor, you know.
I mean, this was
And
way
you could,
before the controversy of her, but yeah.
but like, look here, this is a person from House of the Dragons, and she was like easily the best part. How
Yeah.
do we bottle this? And people loved like her little cameo in the Superman, like the
Yeah.
end of it when she showed up. I don't think anyone wants to see Supergirl ever again after this film. Like
Yeah.
they bottle it so badly. I just
Like,
don't
how do
get
they
it.
do it in like one movie? Like, it's just. Damn. It's very sad.
But it's like not just the writing is bad, but the camera shots are bad, the post production is bad, like the editing, and then the music choice is just bad. What happened?
I think
What
also,
is this the director's first turn? Like first
yeah.
time directing this?
I
I
also
don't get it.
think because the movie, I feel like the overall reaction was, it's okay, it's meh. Whereas if this movie was like awful, terrible, and people were saying it's disgustingly bad, it is the worst film of all time, there'd be more like curiosity within people to go and check it out. And if this film was 10 out of 10 perfect, a masterpiece, people would obviously want to go and watch it. But because it was sort of a middle of the road movie, people are like, oh, I'll skip it, you know.
Yeah, it was a dud. It was a nothing burger.
Yeah.
Like you can't even if it like you're not gonna get any entertainment value out of it if it because it's not even hilariously bad. It's just like a mediocre film.
There are
It's
also
just
people saying
good.
that they shouldn't be making movies, these action films for girls. Like, I don't know, these are just probably like
I don't agree
clickbaiters,
with that.
you know. I don't agree with that. I feel like, you know, Super Wonder Woman was doing her thing, you know, like back in 2017. I just think,
What happened with Wonder Woman? Because it dropped off in the second film.
yeah,
It just
that came out during the you know what era. That was like 2020,
uh
2021. That's why.
okay.
Honestly, the way I see this movie, I'm just like, the character of Supergirl, with Spider-Man, he's very hopeful. He's very much like, yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing. He's almost got that
And
sort
it's
of innocence
fresh.
in his eyes,
Every
you
film
know.
is fresh as
Yeah.
well.
Whereas Supergirl is very like pessimistic. She's an alcoholic. She's drunk all the time. Like I don't think a lot of young girls will look at that and be like, yeah, I want to be just like her. This is more. It's almost like she's written to be a middle-aged, like, woman. Like the way a lot of the writing is. It's not. It's not like even with Wonder Woman, she's a bit more
They tried to
optimistic,
depict her
you
as like
know.
a cool character,
Yeah, Wonder
cool
Woman
person,
was
like
optimistic. She cared more about humanity, and she also had that innocence where she's like, no, no, we need to kill Zeus because if we kill Zeus, then humans can be, you know, caring and loving again, you know. And it was kind of like it was a nice character arc with her in that first film, you know, where she realizes that it's not Zeus's control over people, but it's people's decisions that make them the way they
did
are.
Zack Snyder direct the first film,
No, it
Wonder
was
Woman, or was
Patty
it?
Jenkins.
Yeah, same director as the other films. But just why did it? Yeah, okay. Because people don't like the villain in Wonder Woman 2 as well,
Mm.
or the
I haven't
80s one,
seen it.
whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
I haven't seen that one. But I've
Yeah,
rewatched the
very
first one so
controversial.
many times. Yeah, I don't know. I just think I also feel like them releasing this movie 1 week after Toy Story 5 killed it, I think. Because a lot of people were like running to the cinemas for that. And then you had the Minions also release a week after that as well. So Toy Story, Minions, or Supergirl.
Yeah, they should have just kept this one in the oven a little
Yeah.
longer and just worked on the editing.
Hmm.
Because I just don't want to. I don't think I'm overstating it enough of like how bad some of these shots were and like how these were cut together. It's just the most dog shit thing I've ever seen, dude. And I've been saying that word a lot, but I, yeah, I don't think it's just. I think this has literally killed the momentum of DCU. That's why I'm just so annoyed with it.
I mean, I'm going to hold my tongue
This
until
is worse.
Clayface comes
This
out.
is this is worse than the Flash. I
Damn.
like Flash more than this film.
You know what? Yeah, Flash was actually kind of fun. Like seeing Keaton back, and even like Barry's story was actually a bit well written.
It was good.
Yeah, I
It was
actually liked
good,
that
yeah.
film. It was fun. It had weird moments, weird scenes, but
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
did
yeah.
prefer that film over this one. This one is just kind of boring, in my opinion. It's just a boring movie. It reminds me of those Sony villain movies like
It does.
Craven
Yeah.
and Morbius and Venom.
Morbin time.
Yeah.
No, not Venom.
The first
But I do.
one was the
Yeah,
best
Venom.
one, but after that, they just kind of fell off.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True.
But yeah, people in the quotes are saying not to introduce your secondary character as the second movie, introduce more popular characters. People are saying that the fan base in DC are misogynistic and they don't support female-led comic book movies, you know. I just think it's also like people, I think, forget how much the first Superman movie made last year. It didn't make a lot, dude. You know.
I think it. Like, I think 500 million is a lot of money, but it's not
618,
MCU
you know. I mean, compare that to like, I mean, this is Superman,
DC,
dude.
like
This
MCU.
is like,
Superman's not that popular, to be fair.
I mean, if we're talking about the popular characters in DC, it's Superman and Batman and a few others.
Flash.
Yeah, and the Flash, I suppose. But Spider-Man's first Tom Holland movie made over 800 million when that came out. So it's...
But this is, you have to remember, like, the MCU was going on,
That is true.
and then they had like Iron Man in like Spider-Man's first film, and also this was for the first introduction to Spider-Man. Spider-Man was in Civil War first, and then he had Homecoming, I think.
Yeah. But even if
Or
you
was
go...
he in Avengers Infinity War first? I don't remember.
He was in Civil War and then Homecoming and then Infinity War.
Oh, okay. But it's like Superman. This is like the very first jump off point, you know. So it wasn't like the easiest thing to do.
That is true. But then you look at like the Amazing Spider-Man movie. The first one made over $700 million, and then the second one, pretty much the same, I think.
I just find the ordering so stupid because instead of just doing movies, strictly movies, you're doing like cartoons as well,
Yeah.
and that's part of the same universe. And then TV shows with the lanterns, like just stick to films. Stop confusing everyone.
I also do feel like there is this sort of like general disdain towards DC, you know, like the DCEU was just this failure of a franchise. And I think a lot of the casual audiences are just a little bit like, huh? Where is Ben Affleck's Batman? When's he going to appear in it? Oh, what about Henry Cavill? Was he not in it? We saw him in the 2021 movie, the Zack Snyder Justice League movie. Is he not going to be in this? I think a lot of general audiences are going to just be a bit like, huh? Is this a reboot? Whereas Marvel, they've been continuing the same characters since 2008, before the DCEU began. You know, we've got two DC universes in the span time of the MCU's entire lifetime. It's, you know, I just feel like they fumbled, you know, with the DCEU. That could have been something amazing, you know.
I agree with you in some parts because DC, not in the general audience, but more in the people in the know, like us lot in this like specific bubble. DC, it has been shut on a lot because people are overprotective with MCU. There can only be one dominating like comic book universe out there. We don't want two to dominate cinemas, so I do see that aspect. But saying that, the Batman with Robert Pattinson did make $1 billion in box office, right? So that is, people do want it. There is an audience out there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Joker in 2019 made $1 billion. You know,
Also true, yeah, and won Oscars
and
shit,
won
yeah.
Oscars. Oh my gosh, the craziest thing about this is Morbius made more money than Supergirl. 167 million.
Let's start cranking these movies out again. Jeez. Oh
Yeah.
my god. It's Morbin time.
I mean, yeah. I just feel like because that movie was so bad that I think people were just curious to see how bad it was. So I think that's why. Whereas Supergirl, it's just kind of bland and You know, there's nothing
Sony,
about it.
this is how tone deaf Sony is. Because remember that meme of like people saying they want more Morpheus back in cinemas as a joke,
Yeah.
as an actual joke. Sony were like, oh yeah, we hear you. We'll put it back in cinemas for a week, and then no one watched it. no one, no
No
one
one
showed up
watched
to
it.
watch it. It's just like you're just wasting more money.
I know.
For what? Just oh god, they are so tone deaf. It's so just and these people are still here. By the way, they still work. They still have a job
It's
at
crazy.
Sony. It's so stupid.
At least they're doing well with Spider-Man and Spider-Verse, so
And
yeah.
that's why there will be no progression with Sony. Is because of these films. That this is MCU carrying Spider-Man, not Sony.
Yeah,
These are MCU writers, and then these Sony producers are taking credit for it, and that's why they're not getting fired or removed because
pretty
Spider-Man is doing
much.
so well. But the longer they stay at Sony, it's just the worse it will be over time. Because
Yep,
the films they make are so shit,
they are.
so unbelievably crap, man. It's baffling.
They haven't been good since Spider-Man 2, if I'm being honest. I mean, excluding the Spider-Verse movies, you know, I mean, that's Sony still.
Yeah, I think it's easier. I will say it's easier to do like an animation because you get away with a lot of crazy ideas.
That is true,
Like if
actually.
you do, if you can't keep that Miles into the Spider-Verse movie and make it live action, I think it would fail.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried that they need to put that in the MCU universe. They can't have that separate. And I think even they're starting to realize this as well, you know. So hopefully they're gonna do something good about this. But yeah, damn, Supergirl is a flop. I'm gonna hold my tongue on the DCEU being a failure until Clayface and Man of Tomorrow come out. I want to
I'm
see.
more interested in Man of Tomorrow because Clayface is more of a horror film, which is just
Yeah,
it's so weird. They're just doing some weird experimentation.
yeah.
Like, why are you doing a horror film?
Hmm.
That's part
But
of, and
yeah,
this is just Batman villain. We haven't even got Batman's introduction
hmm,
yet, and
that
we're
is
seeing
true.
Batman first.
That's
Just
crazy.
why? It's just,
But yeah, I'm
but
holding my
it's
tongue. I want to see Man of Tomorrow,
yeah,
and then I can make an
yes,
astute,
yeah. It's
you
all
know,
yeah.
judgment.
For me, it's Man of Tomorrow. See how good that does.
Yeah. So for now, we'll
But I
put a.
have faith. The thing is, I have faith in um, James Gunn. I think he is a very good director and storyteller.
Oh yeah.
But just whoever they hired for Supergirl just was not it.
Hmm.
Just wow.
Oh well, it's what it is. But yeah, that's Supergirl in a nutshell. So yeah, you watched Supergirl. What's your rating on it? Didn't hear it because I gave it.
2 out of 10.
I think I was a little bit more generous. I think I gave it like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I think the Krypton scenes were just enjoyable to watch, and there were some moments that I didn't mind. But yeah, it is a pretty bland movie overall. I'll never watch it again. Will you watch it again?
Hell no. If somebody points a gun to my head and forces me to watch it, I'd just say pull the trigger, bro. Just pull the trigger.
But yeah, that's that. In other stuff, I actually watched the first 3 Insidious movies this week.
Oh, okay.
Insidious 1, 2, and 3. Have you seen these?
I seen the first one, and I thought it was decent, but then the second one, I don't remember much of it, because I was getting it confused with the other horror film that has the same actor in it.
Oh, okay.
If you know what I'm talking about, it has the same male actor in it,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's the what's it called? It's the one with the doll. Do you remember that? There's like a specific doll, and
Oh,
it's like a you know exactly what
Annabelle.
I'm talking about, right? Annabelle, yeah, that universe. I'm confusing Insidious, Insidious with the Annabelle universe, even though they're separate.
Yeah, it is separate.
But Annabelle is a spin-off from a different film series, but I can't remember what that. Hey, let me just Google it. I'm just being lazy. Annabelle film series. The Conjuring, that's it. I'm confusing Insidious with Conjuring because they seem very similar to each other.
Oh, I see. I see.
So I've seen the first Insidious film, but then I just kind of dropped off because of all these other films that were very similar, like The Conjuring and all this stuff, etc.
I think these movies are pretty good. You know, the jump scares are wild, though. They give me so much anxiety.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
just too
pretty.
much jump scares, man. Unexpectedly as well. They put them in some good spots, but you just
Yeah,
hate it because of how well it is.
yeah. But no, I actually like these movies. I still think the first one might be the best one. The second one is very similar to the first one. It's almost like the same movie, but just a little bit different. And then the third one is completely different. It's like a whole new cast of characters. I will say maybe because of that, I did like the third one, but it's a prequel. It's like couple of years before the main first one begins, which is interesting.
Oh, that is interesting, actually. Yeah.
But nah, these are pretty good movies. I like them. The new one is coming out later on this month, so I'm kind of preparing for that one.
There's another Insidious coming out. I thought the
Yeah.
series is. It's because it's made by James Wan, and James Wan is also part of the Conjuring universe. There's just too many horror films made by James Wan,
Oh,
who is a
okay.
good director, but he needs to chill with these films, dude.
Yeah, but I don't mind these Insidious films. I think they're fine.
I do remember the first one, and the ending is so crazy, dude. It gave me chills, man.
Yeah.
It's just when he's got the camera and he's taking a picture, and then the old woman shows up when she takes the picture, like, oh fuck, and then she dies.
They actually further go into that in the second one. It's very interesting. It takes place pretty
I
much
think I was too scared to watch it.
immediately after that first one. It's,
Yeah,
yeah.
damn.
But yeah, that
What's
ending
the
was
the
scary.
third one? Why did you like the third one?
Oh yeah, it was pretty good. I like that one. I'm actually
Even
debating
though
which
it's
one.
not. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did like that one. It's a different cast, but it's still pretty good, you know.
And then what's this fourth one about?
I have no idea. I want to go in blind, so I wouldn't want to look into that one yet. Haven't seen it yet.
Fair enough.
Planning on seeing it maybe today or tomorrow, but yeah. Want to go into these blind. It's more fun that way. But let's talk about another intense series, House of the Dragon, Season 3, Episode 7. Very
God damn, I don't
dramatic
even
episode.
remember.
Let me see if I can get HBO Max up and kind of go through it. I don't think I can.
Because I need a recap as well. Because I remember my initial thoughts seeing it, I didn't like it, but I need a recap.
Let's go on to emergency breakdown and see what happened.
Because I think I came out hating Rhaenyra.
Okay,
I'm not
now I
rooting for you
remember.
anymore. I don't
Okay,
like you anymore.
so the episode begins with Aemon, Alicent, and the witch lady having dinner.
Oh, that's
and
disgusting.
Alicent,
Yeah, that was
and then
weird.
Aemon is
Yeah.
fantasizing about doing the deed with Alicent, which was gross.
That's this. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This show's fallen off, man. Where is that in the books?
Yeah,
This is
fans are
weird.
saying that's not in the books, you know, so I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
Why
And-
does there need to be a love triangle between these characters?
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
And then the Alicent's daughter has like a vision, like she's like walking outside, opens like a gate, and then it's like a bright light shining in her face. Don't know what that's all about. And then
Do you
Rhaenyra
have theories
comes.
of what it's
Yeah,
about?
it's
'Cause
like
she
she's
rode
having a
dragon at some
dream.
point. She says Dracarys.
I
She
thought it
kills a
was
bunch of
gonna be
people.
like a foreshadowing to like the future, like
It could be.
maybe she's sort of projecting herself into Daenerys, you know, when she's saying Dracarys.
Uh, Oh, potentially, yeah, could be. I think it's her escaping on her dragon.
Maybe. Maybe. But then Rhaenyra comes in, she's like, oh, you can see dreams? Tell me, tell me, tell me. And she's all
This
being
is like my first
harsh.
strike with Rhaenyra. I just didn't like it.
Yeah. She's been very harsh on them, her. But yeah. And then what happens afterwards? Rhaenyra finds out that Matt Smith's character has been seeing his daughter, and that she's like, "Oh, it was her who killed my son." Then she flies to where she's at, and then there's this huge dragon standoff, essentially, with her dragon, Aemond's dragon, and the daughter's dragon.
So this was my second strike only because she wasn't listening to the reason in front of everyone and she just wanted. Also, like, why is the queen out there publicly risking her life as well? That's a bit stupid. She shouldn't be there. But anywho, yeah, she's out there like kidnaps Damon's daughter. But also, good point. Damon should have told her because Rhaenyra says, "What do you think? Who do you think I am? You think I was gonna murder her? You think I was gonna get revenge on your daughter? Like that was never gonna happen."
Yeah.
Damon should have had more trust in her. But I still think Rhaenyra was too harsh against the girl. To be honest with you.
Yeah, like killing the dragon in front of her was a bit sad. But yeah, it is what it is. So what happens? Is this the right episode? It is the right episode. What else happens? Like, these reviews aren't that great in doing a recap.
Well, Aegon got his no. That's at the end of the episode. Let's just wait. Actually, I have the file. I have the episode downloaded. Let me just pull it up
Okay,
now
I
and
think
give
I've
you a
got
quick
a better
recap.
one. I've got a better one. Yeah, it goes in order.
F me
It's
then.
the dream.
F me. Am I right? F me. No, I'm messing.
No, you can use your one if you need it.
So Aegon, we cut to Aegon and the Lannister and the cripple guy on the horse. They're heading in a direction, and then they see a bunch of people walking the opposite way, as if they're trying to leave from that place. And essentially, they're looking for the Lannister guy because he stole money from the crown, and that's why a bunch of army is ransacking the village because they're looking for that person. And
Oh yeah,
he and then Aegon makes a decision. He's like, okay, no, I'm not gonna die as a no name. I'm gonna die as Aegon, my name. I'm gonna die in battle. So he kept marching forward, and the only person that followed him was the Lannister guy. The cripple guy just like, nah, forget, screw this. I want to live. I'll write your name in the history books when this is over. Goodbye. So he just like weaseled out. And then we cut to, so we're going back a bit. So Damon sees his daughter, right? I forgot her name. I can't remember her name. And he's trying to calm down her ship stealer and whatnot, and telling her to like run away and hide. And then Rhaenyra shows up with her dragon and two others. And then
that's
they
it.
start attacking ship stealer. And then ship stealer doesn't even die. He escapes for some
Yeah,
reason. They didn't even kill it. So Damon failed on that part where Rhaenyra told him to kill it. But there was a conversation he has with his daughter where he's like, well, when I was your age, I didn't have a dragon either. I was lonely as well. So they are similar in that regard.
yeah, that
And
was
then
good.
we cut to the throne room. I hate Missandra, whatever her name was. I don't like this character one bit, dude. She's talking to this woman, and at the end of this conversation is, yeah, you will never have any power because you're a whore. That's how it literally ended. And then we cut back to Alicent poisoning Aemond, and then she tries to run away and flees.
Oh yeah, I
And
remember
then
now.
we fast forward a little. We see the what's his name? Hightower and Corliss to have a conversation. He's trying to have Corliss turn coat, and then Corliss is like, "Nah, I'm gonna go back to my cell." And then later on, at some point, he chops off Corliss's finger and gives it to Hightower. Gives it to his one of his Corliss's sons.
Yep.
So he sees that finger, and then we cut to Rhaenyra and Missandra just doing some kinky shit. So we just fast forward that crap. So that was strike three as well because she's not listening to like to reason and she's like falling into prey of Missandra essentially. And I'm like, okay, well, if you're not going to listen to people and you're going to listen to this person who's going to take advantage of you, yeah, I'm not rooting for you anymore, Rhaenyra. And then we cut to I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm rooting for Aegon now. Aegon, out of all characters, I'm rooting for this prick. So Aegon shows up with the Lannister buddy, and then the army catches up to him and finds them. And they're
Yeah.
like, "Well, you two against us? This army? Yeah, no look. We're gonna like smash you into pieces." And then in the background, you're hearing dung, 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 like loud bangs, and whatnot. And it's his freaking dead dragon come back to life.
Yep.
It's still alive. His dragon is still. He's a. Bro, this is setting up some dude. If he in the next episode, if he is not flying to where Aemond is, as he said he would, and get revenge, and then it turns out that he is the one that the witch prophesies, not Aemond, bro, it's going to be setting up some crazy shit. But if they end up killing him off in the next episode, I'll be disappointed. And then the episode ends with Hightower meeting with one of the Dragon Riders, Ulf, I think. Just who would have expected that? That Ulf is going to be a bad guy. Who didn't see that coming? But yeah, that's how it ends. That's the quick summary. My bad. What did you think of it?
I don't like this episode.
I hated it as well.
I think
hated it
I,
as well.
I'm starting to not like this series anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of I'm over it now. I don't care. I don't even care about the final scene with Aegon. I don't even like that character. I never did. So I don't really care. I'm like, ugh. Everyone's hyped that he's got the dragon and he's like roaring, and I'm like, I don't care about any of this. You know, like none of these characters are likable, but I guess that's part of the story. You know, they're morally grey people. That's kind of how Game of Thrones used to be, but there was always that Jon Snow in the background, or that Daenerys in Essos doing her thing,
Tyrion Lannister.
and Tyrion. But I don't really feel that with this series. Even like Bran, I like Bran before he became the three-eyed raven. Like, you know,
Before he became soulless.
yeah. Like even Bran, I was kind of even Arya as well. Like she was a character that you rooted for. I feel like there's just not
This
none of
show,
them.
there isn't anyone you root for. I mean,
Nah.
you kind of root for like the charismatic characters, but like Damon, what the hell has he been doing? Nothing, bro. He's just been chasing a dead horse,
Yeah,
just like trying to get his daughter into hiding, and that's it. He's done really nothing. He's not even gotten revenge for his Stormcloaks from the previous episode. He did nothing. If they kill him off next episode, I'll be so pissed, dude.
yeah. There's
Like,
just
what?
no one. The only character that I liked was the king that died in season 1.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but him.
It starts with an R.
Yeah,
It starts with an R.
probably Rhaenyra or something like that.
Yeah, Viserys.
That's
So I
it.
lied. It started with a V. But you get my point.
Yeah, that was the
Um,
only character that I liked.
Any
Every-
theories how
Uh,
this final finale will go down?
I kind of know the fate of one character because Joffrey spoiled it in season 3 of Game of Thrones. But
You think this is happening next episode?
no, probably towards the end of the show, I think.
Oh, okay. Honestly, depending on how bad this finale is, I might search up what that spoiler is from what Joffrey said, to be honest with you. Because I'm leaning towards it. Because before, I'm like, I don't want to know. Now it's getting to the point where this is so comically bad. I want to know now. But it all depends on how the finale is, to be honest.
But yeah, I'm surprised you don't even know what it was. He kind of was like, I, I,
It's been a long time ago
yeah,
since I've seen season 3 or
yeah.
4, wherever it was.
But because he said that, now I don't know how true it is because, history changes depending on
By the
who's,
victors.
writing it. But
I do know another spoiler though, and it's because of the Seven Kingdoms. I've not seen the show, but since a Targaryen is sitting on the throne, you can kind of guess where the show leans towards at the end
yeah,
because it's a Targaryen in the. But then again, it could be the case of Hightowers do win, but then it ends up being a Targaryen anyway, so that could happen still. So who
probably.
knows?
Yeah, we don't know.
We
Just got
don't
to
know.
wait and see for that. But that is House of the Dragon. Pretty underwhelming season. I kind of want it to end.
Yeah,
It's probably the
we will.
worst show, live action show of this year. I prefer Avatar: The Last Airbender season 2 over this. I thought that was way better. And people
Do you know
hate
what's
that
funny?
season.
House of the Dragon starts off so good, and then it just drops in the second half for whatever reason. I don't know why. This is the second time it's done that.
Yeah,
Season 2 started off good, then it bombed. Season 3 started good, and it's bombed.
yeah.
It's weird.
I can see why George
Spider
doesn't like
Noir.
it.
That's true. Yeah, that is. Yeah, it makes sense why he's distanced himself and they're not listening to him. Just listen to the damn creator of the damn universe
Yeah.
you're writing, you twats. Spider Noir. That's still up there. That's still my favorite show
I still got like a
of
lot
this
of
year.
shows. Like there's, what is it? Daredevil. That was pretty good. Euphoria. That was great. The Stranger Things finale. The Boys. And other live action shows.
I completely forgot about the boys. Wow, that just came and went.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But hopefully there is one more live action show that could end up doing well. And I feel like it will do well because I know the source material and you do too.
What?
And that's Harry Potter, the HBO
That is
remake.
this year. That's this year?
Yeah, that's Christmas Day. It comes out on.
Wow. I had thought it was coming out in 2027 for some reason.
Well, it
Okay,
kind of
calm
bleeds
down.
into 2027 because it's the end of the year, but yeah. But it looks like they're making some changes to the show. They're brightening the picture up a little bit because the new
Oh, thank
trailer.
God. It was too dark before. I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
so
little bit
happy.
brighter. And I can actually see the badges. It's so much better. It's clearer. I don't know what was going on in that first trailer.
They
It
tried to
actually,
make it dark and edgy for some reason where it
yeah.
didn't need to be.
I mean, they could have used the same tone as the first two movies with it being bright and warm. It's going to be interesting seeing a new cast of characters. But honestly, let's see where this all goes.
I'm curious because there's a lot of stuff that happens in the book that I have no idea.
Oh, yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah. I mean, even when I read the books for the first time in 2019, I was like, whoa, I did not know this happened. Whoa. There's a lot of like surprising things that aren't even in the movies, but I'm like, they are pretty massive plot details. But I kind of see why they cut them out. They tried to streamline the movies. Because it's a 2-hour movie, people are not going to sit there for hours on end. They just focused on like the main overall plot.
Yeah, I see it. And that's fine, to be honest with you, if they do gloss over stuff.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I'm not too fussed about the changes made. Some movies, yeah, more so than others, but I think overall it's a good adaptation.
Yes, yeah, it's one of my favorite films ever.
And speaking of films, Wonka 2 has been delayed indefinitely. I think because
There was a
Timothy,
Wonka too.
yeah, in production, yeah. So they were planning on making a second one to that first Wonka film, but it looks like it's on hold. I can only assume because of Timothée doing other movies, you know. Maybe. Timothée. I
Did Wonka
Yeah.
2 do did Wonka 1, sorry, do any good?
in the box office.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So according to this, it had a budget of 125 million and it made 630 million dollars, more than Superman.
All right. Yeah, makes sense for a Wonka 2.
Yeah. Is it the highest grossing Wonka film? It might
It
be.
would have to be.
I think it
would
is.
have to be in this modern era.
I think it is the highest grossing Wonka film. No wonder they want to make more. But yeah, it's on hold. It is on hold.
Have you seen Wonka 1?
Yeah, I saw it in 2023.
Are you a Wonka fan? Do you like wonking?
That Wonka film from 2023, overall, I thought it was a little... I thought it was kind of mediocre, but it did have some nice moments, you know. It kind of reminded me of this one movie from 2007 called... Was it called Mr. Megorian's Wonderful Emporium? That's it.
The hell is
Emporium.
that?
Do you know this film from 2007?
It sounds very familiar.
With
but I don't
Natalie
remember
Portman
anything.
in. Dustin
Who the
Hoffman's in
hell
it.
is- What the hell is this?
It's basically this toy shop owner who's kind of he's a kind of magician-y type of toy shop dude. I thought you what? Okay, it's like a childhood classic.
I've never seen this.
Okay,
Is this like Zephora? Because I loved Zephora.
and it's like a PG
You
film
remember
for
Zephora?
kids. Zephora what?
Okay.
Zephora.
You've not heard of Zephora?
Zephora who?
This is Bro, I'm gonna get a lot of
Zephora.
hate for this, but Zephora is a better Jumanji than Jumanji.
What is Zephora?
Z-A-F-U
I have never
What is
watched this
that?
film before.
Z-A-T-H-U-R. Yeah, this it's made by Jon Favreau, so you know it's gonna be a goddamn good film.
Interesting. I've never seen it before.
Don't look at the spoilers, but it's basically a modern day-ish Jumanji, and it's so perfect. So many twists and turns you just don't expect, and it's so damn good. Dude, because it's an old film and it's made by Jon Favreau, who is working on MCU films. You should watch it. 100%.
What is Zephora
that should be
2005?
that should be on your bucket list.
Let's see where I can watch it. Zephora, A Space Adventure.
Yeah, please don't look up any plot elements or story spoilers. Please, it's so good.
Alright, I'll have this on my next movie watching. It's on Channel 4, okay. I'll check it out. Cool.
Channel 4, 480. Okay, they got
Nice.
they know ball, dude. They know
Nice,
ball.
nice.
Damn.
Awesome. But I guess it could be like that. That's kind of what the vibe of Thingy was. Yeah,
So this is Wonka, but for toys, I guess.
pretty much, yeah.
Interesting.
But it's not as dark as Wonka. Or the Gene Wilder version.
Fair enough. Yeah. Is it worth watching? You think? Is it good?
What, Wonka? Or this?
No, this Wonder Emporium.
I watched it a couple of years ago. It's
It's
very
straight to
kiddie.
DVD
It's
vibes.
very kiddie. It's for kids.
Zephora is more mature, so yeah.
I mean, when I was a kid watching it, I liked it, but I'm not anymore. So, yeah.
So this is more of 64 Zoo Lane and the other like Big Cook, Little Cook type vibes. That is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's kind of that.
CBBS. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Although there is a pretty dramatic moment halfway into the movie, which was quite surprising. and it does
Okay.
kind of change the tone of the movie a little bit, but then it's still optimistic towards the end. But yeah, that is that. Um,
Yeah,
in
this film has a young Natalie Portman, and Sephora has a young, I don't remember her name, Kristen Stewart.
Interesting. Interesting. Another thing that is interesting is that Nancy Cartwright thinks The Simpsons will end after season 40.
Where are we right now with The Simpsons? What season is it?
That's a good question. God, The Simpsons current season 37.
40 would be a good way to end it. I'm listening to Marge Simpson's voice. Bless her, she can't do it no more.
I think that's a great way
She just,
because if they end it in, was it 2029? They could end it in. That would
yeah.
mark 40 years of The Simpsons being on TV.
So they've been making Simpsons every year.
Yeah.
Wow. Consistently, wow.
When did you stop watching The Simpsons, if you remember?
Um, so it's funny, I am on and off with it. Whenever I see it on E4, I will put it on. But it's
Interesting.
the old episodes, not none of the new ones.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really have a choice in what I could watch and like not watch. So it's like it is the modern episodes, but it's not the new ones from like season 30 and plus or whatever. So I have no idea how it is, but I do remember just checking out like a random latest episode just to hear how the voice acting is and like how they are, and then just listening to Marge Simpson's voice. It's just so it's not there anymore.
Of course it's not. Yeah, I mean, she's very old now. They need to end it.
It's also the voice is not easy to do. It's just like put a proper strain on the voice.
Yeah. And plus, is The Simpsons relevant these days? Like, people don't really talk about it as much like they used to.
No, we spoke about the ratings, right? The viewership, and it's very low
Yeah.
compared to what it once was.
I feel like,
There was magic in those early seasons of
yeah.
Simpsons, but yeah.
Honestly, I think it's around the time the first movie came out when that's kind of when people were kind of falling off it. But even like leading up to that movie, people were falling off it.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. I stopped watching it around 2014.
2014, yeah, that would be around where it would fall off.
That's
To be
when
honest.
that's when I
Like the
stopped
quality
watching
would
it.
dip. I think a lot of people stopped watching it around then as well because before then, back in the PlayStation 2 era, there was so much Simpsons video games on that
Yeah.
console.
The early
And just
2000s.
merchandise in
Yeah.
general. So yeah,
The
it
late
just after
90s,
that
early
era,
2000s.
it
Yeah.
just died off.
Hmm.
It just fully died off.
I think it really was after that movie, in 2007. That's when it kind of was starting to fall off a little bit. But yeah,
They even had their own version of GTA
that's
at one
crazy.
point, and it was popular. Simpsons Hit and Run.
Hit and Run. I've heard that. That's a
It's an
very
open world
iconic.
Simpsons game, and you can ride a car, any car. Like it's just crazy, so good.
But yeah, let's hope this show ends. But honestly, I just don't really care. I've long moved on from The Simpsons, so it is
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is. Going back to the topic of Game of Thrones, the Aegon Conquest movie is set to be released in cinemas next year. So that'll be cool.
Do we know any of the actors in this film?
No, not yet. I don't think so.
Do you know what Aegon's Conquest is? Because this is something I know briefly about from the original Game of Thrones series. Because they do talk about it, right?
I thought it was like one of the first Targaryens. Was it? Was it not that?
Arya speaks about it. I think like it was like Aegon and his two sisters ride a dragon. They come from nowhere. Just conquer places.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
awesome.
interested. You know this shit's gonna have a lot of incest, bro. Crazy,
Yeah, I can
crazy stuff.
imagine it. It's gonna be yikes. Another thing that's a bit yikes. Let me see if I can find it. So Sam Neill, who sadly passed, his final performance will be in the Legend of Zelda movie.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
happy
they're
about
saying.
that.
That's what
Wow.
they're saying. I
What a
don't.
guy, man.
Yeah,
What a dude Sam Neill is, man. Just awesome.
awesome dude. Playing iconic roles.
It's not only that, but like his political stance as well outside of
Oh
like
yeah,
films. Just
nice
what
guy.
a net positive for humanity.
Positive dude.
Sad he, sad he passed.
R.I.P. But
Like
yeah.
there's a film he was in, like a space film, and for a flag that he had, he wanted to have like the Aborigines. I think it's like Australian, and he wanted their flag represented on what he was on his spacesuit.
Oh, nice. What a good lad. What a good guy he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of Legend of Zelda, I don't know anything about this, so I'm kind of curious on what that's going to be about.
Yeah, it's not a video game series that I'm too familiar with either. It's more because that's a Nintendo video game, and I wasn't a Nintendo kid growing up.
Oh, I see.
So I am curious as well, to be honest with you. But I'm happy it's Legend of Zelda because that's a big franchise.
Oh yeah, I've heard so much about it, but never played a single game. Not once. But yeah, in other news involving video games, Take-Two CEO has defended GTA 6 not having a physical disc, saying that their business is well over 90% digital distributed. It's already a digital business, so in certain instances, especially if it's a big game, discs just note, as I said, discs don't really make sense for the consumer. Also, most instances you have to register online to play anyhow, so if you are already connected, who cares if you download digitally? It's all the same and it's much more convenient. I absolutely agree with everything he said. I might get some hate on that, but he's spitting facts. That is true.
He is spitting facts, and he sees the data. Like
Yeah,
he is the CEO of Take-Two. He's not going to make up a lie and say it's 90% because it is. Let's be real. That's how where the money's going. That's how we're voting with our wallets.
yeah.
It is digital games.
I mean,
Let's be truthful about this.
a
Let's not
couple
lie.
of a couple of years ago, I would have probably disagreed with him because I used to be quite physical media savvy, but over the recent years, I don't care all that much about physical media. I actually find digital to be far more convenient. You know, it's just there.
It is convenient, but you don't truly own it,
But that's the
which is
thing, dude.
another
I
sad
don't
thing.
care to own it. Like I tend to watch movies and TV shows once, and that's it. You know.
That's true. That is true. That's a fair point as well.
In 2017, I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time on Netflix. Didn't go back and rewatch it until 2024, and it was still on Netflix. So, you know, it's not like I really.
I have
Yeah.
I have like a box which contains like 40 or 30, 40-ish PS2 games. I haven't played them since the PS2 died, you know?
Damn.
That's like 20 years ago at some point.
Hmm.
And it's just there taking up space.
Yeah.
I just have them.
I had.
Am I ever going to
Yeah.
play it again and
Probably
revisit
not.
it? No. It's just there, just
It's
taking up
there.
space.
I'd just say sell
It's
them.
more of an inconvenience. It's an inconvenience. Yeah, I get like £10 out of it. No, thank you.
Hmm.
It holds no value. It's just sentimental stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I own them. That's cool. I own them. It's in my house. It's in my hand. Am I gonna play it? No. I'm just a crazy hoarder at this point.
Yeah. And plus, I prefer watching and playing new stuff than like going back and
Yes,
replaying
same.
them.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
it gets a bit boring. Like when I was younger and had more time, then yeah, I wouldn't mind going back and replaying it. But now, time is money. I want to just consume all the new
Yeah.
stuff and then onto the next big thing. But a lot of people disagree with that, and they much prefer physical media.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I don't think
Yeah,
there is a right or wrong answer in this. It just comes down to preference.
personal
But
taste
I
and
just prefer
preference.
digital. I
Yeah,
just prefer digital. It's the way forward. I'm not going to revisit any of the old stuff. It is what it is. And I think it is different to movies because with movies it's a lot shorter. It's like 2 to 3 hour experience. Video games is much longer.
yeah,
And ain't nobody got time to play 40-hour video games old that you've already played, you know?
that is true. It's just,
But
too much.
shall we segue into the Netflix thing about GTA 6?
Oh yeah, there was this Netflix controversy on. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I can't find it. But yeah, Netflix. The trailer for GTA 6 is gonna be on Netflix, and people have to pay Netflix in order to watch the trailer.
Never been done. This is a very first. This is a first for video games, which is crazy. And this will be the first time we're seeing actual gameplay as well. And in order to watch it, you need a Netflix account and a subscription.
Yeah, people are mad.
Or you could just wait. Yeah, or you could wait 6 hours and watch it on their YouTube channel. But ain't nobody wants to do that. Everyone has been dying to see more content from GTA 6. It's been over a year since the second trailer. Over a year. And people have had enough. People are fed up with the marketing from Rockstar because they've been very silent with the drip fed of information they've been giving out. And they want something more meaty and more tangible and something they can just sink their teeth into. And this will be it, but it's on Netflix. It's
Hmm.
behind a paywall. And yeah, just not a lot of people are happy about that.
I mean, it's just a trailer. I'm sure it'll be uploaded onto digital sites. You know.
I mean, it will be on the official Rockstar channel in 6 hours after the Netflix showing. But there will obviously be some people just downloading it illegally and just uploading it onto their YouTube channels. But let's be real, it's going to be copyright striked immediately the moment it gets uploaded. So I don't think it's going to last. But it is a big deal. I don't think you should what's the word like? Not highlight it because it's the most anticipated game of the year.
It is. It is.
Even non gamers want to play this, which is crazy because it is like a real life simulator in a way. It's the only game that is like that, where it feels like real life.
I mean, I was actually thinking of playing it, but then I need
Yeah.
a PS5, and I'm like, is there any
So
PS5s available for
so
under
here's the
200?
thing. Here's the thing. The reason why I think they're showing it on Netflix is because Netflix also has like you can stream games on Netflix. I don't know if you know that. So maybe during this reveal, it might end with you can also stream it on Netflix, so you don't need to actually buy a console.
Okay.
Would that make you interested in playing it?
No, I
If you could
don't really.
just
I don't
no,
care
oh,
for streaming content. I don't care.
oh, okay.
Like, I don't see what the
Oh.
fun is in just sitting there watching someone else play a game. Like,
No,
you
you'll be
know,
you playing it.
would it be
It'll be
me
you.
playing it?
Yeah, it'll be you
Interesting.
playing it. Yeah, you'll be streaming the game. Yes, you'll be playing it.
Okay. I thought it was like watching someone's live
No,
stream.
no, 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 no. It'll be because Netflix have games. They have games on their app that you could play, but you don't need to download anything. It's like watching a film, like how you stream a film. You'll be streaming the game, playing it yourself.
Interesting. If that's the case, then okay. But then, if that's the case, wouldn't the sales fall off? Wouldn't people just go to Netflix then?
So this is where I think this deal has come from. I think the first, this is my theory, this is my guess. I think the first 6 months would be on like PlayStation, Xbox, and then eventually it will be on other places like PC and streaming services like Netflix as well.
Okay.
Because there is a case of, yeah, they don't want to like cut into their sales or whatnot because they want people to buy the game, of course. But if the end of this Netflix review will be like coming to Netflix soon, then people that can't afford a console will have a chance to play it at another point. It's big for them.
Interesting.
Because if I'm not mistaken, you could play other Rockstar games on Netflix, I believe,
Hmm.
which is available now.
I
And
did
that's
not
the
know
future
that.
as well. Like that is another future where games will no longer be a console; it will just be something you stream. And that's something like Microsoft is working on.
Hmm. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. If that is the case, then I might end up checking out some games on Netflix.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's a big thing. Yeah, Amazon Prime has been doing it as well.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. I'll
That's
probably.
the thing. I don't think it's that known as well. I think it's very niche, and like a lot of like general audience just don't know about it.
Hmm. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. That's news to me.
And yeah,
You got Red
because
Dead Redemption on here as well. That's cool.
yeah, Red Dead, that was the latest game from Rockstar,
Cool.
and then GTA 6 will be the next one from them. So yeah, that's actually crazy that Red. So that just kind of confirms my theory. Like, why else would you be showing this on Netflix? If at some point you're not going to release GTA 6 on that platform,
I hope they
they
do.
will.
I hope they do.
I think they will.
That will
It
save me
just makes
hundreds of
sense.
pounds then.
Oh, easily, yeah.
And I prefer mobile games as well over getting a console. It's just so much more
Yeah.
convenient. Cool. In that case, I might actually check out this Red Dead Redemption game on here. I've heard a lot of things about this.
Nice. Yeah, it's
Cool.
so good, dude. It's very good.
Cool, okay. Awesome. Right, I think that's all the podcast topics done anyway. That's all the list done on Word. Every last one.
Awesome. Nice,
Every
nice.
last one. 2 hours, 34 minutes. Not bad at all. Cool.
Exactly, yeah.
So next time, what will be next week? The finale
Last
of